What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch along. Today we're going to be doing the Premier League live watch along between Manchester City travelling to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Before we crack on with this live stream, make sure, like always, if you want to help to support the content created on this channel, then make sure that you do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. As you can see by our live subscriber count, we are at 14,500 subscribers. We're now less than 500 subscribers away from our target of 15,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Like always, we're aiming for at least minimum 100 likes on this live stream. And already we're a quarter of our way there. So any help towards that, again, would be much appreciated by me. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, then you can find them links in the description below, or they're just on the banner below me if you want to go and search for me and follow me on there. Email also on the banner and in the description too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And also let me know your thoughts live throughout this live stream in the live chat. If you're watching afterwards, then do leave your thoughts in the comments below. It's been a while since we've done our last watch along. We haven't done a watch along now since Boxing Day. And Manchester City's game against Newcastle at the Etihad Stadium was all wired up and everything scheduled and ready and set up for the match against Everton. That, of course, was postponed 4 hours before kickoff, which was, well, devastating to say the least, because I was really looking forward to that game, and then everything's been kind of uncertain from there. We've only had clarification today in the last couple of hours or so that this game is actually going ahead, so that's good news. So yeah, at least we've got a game today for us to enjoy. Manchester City have made plenty of changes. That's not come about, of course, because of Manchester City wanting to change up their team, because we've got lots of games now coming thick and fast, but it's more Man City changing them because, well, I think it's 5, I think we're at 6 actually now of our players do have coronavirus and are currently isolating. And so, yeah, they're obviously not in the squad, and then you've got other members of Man City's squad breaking coronavirus rules as well. And so City with a very changed lineup here, especially on the bench. So we will speak about that. But first, let's see who is tuning in. So we have got Lorch tuning in. City all the way. Love that. We've got Alex in as well. Yeah, looks like we've got no players available. That's the direction that we're heading in. Definitely. SP11 once more tuning in as well. I'll do my score prediction and preview and everything in just one moment. Once again, we've got FIFA tuning in as well, which is absolutely fantastic. We've got Nicholas as well. Hello, welcome. Keshorges, I've probably butchered your name, I apologise for that, but yeah, I will be giving my opinion on today's lineup in just one moment. Smith Soccer News tuning in once more, like in the background, I like that. Thank you very much, me gusta, me gusta. We've also got Jedi once more tuning in. I'm very well, Jedi, how are you? Thank you for tuning in once more. We've got LG and Cow 456 tuning in, going for 2-1 there to Manchester City. Nice and positive, a goal for Aguero and Kevin De Bruyne and Christian Pulisic to get the one for Chelsea. We've got Slow Plays also in as well. We've got Ben Lee as well, which is absolutely brilliant. We've got Joe, Parvin, Maximed and Adam as well. So thank you everyone for tuning in. It is much appreciated by me. We've also got Fifi Williams as well, Nadir as well tuning in. That's absolutely brilliant. So thank you everybody for tuning in. So preview for this game. Let's start with our opposition first. Chelsea, their lineup for today, they've gone with Mendy in goal. They've gone with Azpilicueta, who's captain in the side, Kurt Zouma, Thiago Silva and Ben Chilwell. A pretty solid defence there that I'd expect to be doing a job in the Premier League. They've got in midfield Kovacic, Kante and Mason Mount, so lots of legs there. So I expect lots of running from this Chelsea midfield. And then up top, quite a bit of quality. Ziyech and Pulisic out on the wings, and Timo Werner, I would presume, going through the middle there. So yeah, some decent quality there from Chelsea. Lots of pace up top that can exploit Man City's backline, high backline. So yeah, I think there's plenty of success to be said for Chelsea to get into this game. If I'm Chelsea, I'm looking at the City starting 11. I'm looking at the position Man City are in because of coronavirus. I'm thinking this is a good time to be playing Manchester Manchester City, and I'm sure that's what Frank Lampard will be saying there as well, going with a very strong side. He'll be wanting to take that game to Man City. The last thing Chelsea need right now is to allow City, that even with the many changes that City have made, to get on top of them and be able to put them under pressure and find the first goal. So still an interesting game I'm expecting. City, I think it's going to be a bit of a stretch this one if we're going to win this game, but nonetheless I am confident. I'm always going to believe in the boys, even if we're sitting in 20th not playing very well. I'm still going to say I think we're going to win this game, so we'll see what happens. On the substitute bench for Chelsea, they've gone with Kepa, Rudiger, Jorginho. Surprised Jorginho's not starting. Abraham, Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, Gilmour, Kai Havertz and Emerson. So lots of options there off the bench for Chelsea. Interestingly, Chelsea's named... How many substitutes have they named there? They've named 9 substitutes, and Man City have named 8. So... I'm not sure what that's all about, if I'm honest, but there we go. Anyway, let's move on to Manchester City. So firstly, you're going to notice Zack Steffen in net for Manchester City and Scott Carson on the bench. That is because Ederson has confirmed via his Instagram that he is currently self-isolating. So Zack Steffen started making his Premier League debut today for Manchester City. Despite the rumours, Joao Cancelo isn't one of the players isolating, so he starts. He'll be playing at right back and Oleksandr Zinchenko at left back. You would think it'd be Benjamin Mendy starting at left back for Manchester City, but he has broken coronavirus lockdown rules. He's been having parties on New Year's Eve, naughty. Comes with a lot of baggage here, Benjamin Mendy. And to be honest, I've always said Zinchenko's time at City could be numbered, and that could be him getting sold, whereas no one really speaks about Benjamin Mendy, and I'm sure with the antics that's been going on with him driving down to London a couple of seasons ago, getting banned from driving, partying, just overall being very immature off the field, has seen him fall down the pecking order, and I'm quite surprised that Benjamin Mendy's actually made the bench for this game. City's squad that depleted that Pep Guardiola must be furious with Benjamin Mendy that he's on the bench for this game. That's how low City are on the numbers, because to me Benjamin Mendy shouldn't even be anywhere near that first team squad, breaking such serious lockdown rules, and not only exposing himself and his family and people at his party, but also exposing the people around him and the people he works with. And potentially Manchester City, the last thing we need right now is more coronavirus exposed to the squad, where we're short as it is. Such a stupid thing to do from Benjamin Mendy. Stupid thing. But, more positive note, John Stones and Ruben Dias starting at centre-back means a clean sheet coming our way, and to be honest, right now I would take a 0-0 from this game. We're going with that double pivot. I'm sure lots of people are delighted about that. Rodri and Ilkay Gundogan starting in the centre. That does mean a lot of covering there to help out Oleksandr Zinchenko, who hasn't played a lot of games, so that's good in my opinion. And like I said, it should help to try and nullify Chelsea's leggy midfield and also their very quick, high-paced attack as well, to try and nullify them, try and keep their scores down. What we're going to need to be in this game is clinical, but we say that in every game. City going with a front four of Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling. Each one of them 4 players more than capable of playing in that striker's position. I presume that it'll be Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side, Phil Foden on the left-hand side, De Bruyne occupying through the middle, playing just behind Raheem Sterling, and it'll be Raheem Sterling leading the line, which Sergio Aguero to me is good to go, sitting on the bench. If you're sitting on the bench, you're good enough to start. I'd probably preferred Aguero to be starting this game rather than the match in midweek against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup semi-final, if I'm completely honest. But there we go, Aguero is on the bench along with Mendy, Fernandinho, who I reckon we may see later into this game. We've also got Riyad Mahrez on the bench, Scott Carson, Liam Delap, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, and also Mbiti as well. If he comes on, he'll be making his Manchester City debut, so nice to see a couple of names we don't normally see on the lineup there, including Liam Delap, who we may see maybe even get some minutes in this game. Interesting game, very difficult game against Chelsea. It's a tough one to call. Like I said, I think if City are going to win this game, I reckon City will win it very narrowly. I reckon City are more than capable of keeping a clean sheet here. If City are to win this game, I reckon it's going to be 1-0 to Manchester City. However, I reckon this is going to be a bore draw, 0-0. That's my score prediction for this game. Nice to see some positivity though in and amongst the chat there. What we're always looking for. The creator going for 2-0 to Manchester City. What else have we got? We've got Dad tuning in. Thanks, thank you, Dad, for the kind comments there. Much appreciated by me moderating the chat. We've got Lorch tuning in from South Africa. Junaid going for 2-1 to Manchester City. We've got Black Horse tuning in once more from Indonesia as well, which is always good to see. So fantastic. Please do let me know your score predictions in the chat. Nadir going for 1-1. SP11 going for 1-0 to Manchester City. So lots of interesting thoughts out there. And we've got JSGC member Asim also tuning in. So that is absolutely brilliant. So thank you once more for tuning in to this live watch-along between Chelsea and Manchester City. So I'm just going to get my stream up now, ready, so we can do our live watch along. So if you just see me looking away, that is exactly what is happening and what I'm doing just here. As I think we've got the Leicester game, I think it's finished against Newcastle actually. As Asim's going for 2-1 there to Manchester City. The match will start in 18 minutes, which isn't too far away now. Ben going for 100-0 for Manchester City. Dad going for a more realistic 2-1 there to Manchester City. I'm going for 0-0. I reckon it's going to be a boring 0-0 game is what I reckon. Irish Gamer, I'm very well, thank you. How are you on this Sunday afternoon? In fact, I'm feeling a bit tired. That's how I'm feeling. That's where I'm at this moment in time. As Dad informs, it's finished Newcastle 1, Leicester 2. I stopped tuning in once it went 2-1. That was mainly due to me going live on here rather than through choice, because I would like to have seen the finale there. JP going for 2-1 to City. Irish Gamer going for 3-1 to City as well. Yeah, boring 0-0 is what I'm going for. That's what I reckon. It's going to be a boring 0-0. And considering what's been hit by the City squad, I think if we can get through this Chelsea game and the game against Manchester United, if we come out with 2 victories, I think we've done marvellous. I think we've done better than expected. This is a very difficult game. We're away from home. I'd be more confident if this was at the Etihad Stadium. But I feel like with this being away, I feel like this may help City to be sharper, give a nice vintage away performance. If you want a result at Stamford Bridge, you always need to be solid at the back. You need to be making sure you're limiting Chelsea's opportunities and then taking your own opportunities. And that's what I feel like needs to happen in this game. Both sides like to attack though. Chelsea have got some fantastic players. City have got some fantastic players. So I'm hoping we'll be in for a good game. I'm just going off the politics of the game. What's riding on this game for both Chelsea and Manchester City and how things are right now. I just feel like both sides would be happy for the point. So that's why I'm going for 0-0. I can see City being very happy not to play it cautious and let Chelsea come out to play. And if they present us any opportunities, we'll look to take them. And I can see the same approach from Chelsea. Just play things cautiously and look to take City on when they sense that an opportunity is there. So, yeah. Well, Chelsea's got some good players coming in from the bench, as you mentioned there. Abraham is one of them. Another player to look out for, Olivier Giroud as well. They've got Plan B and Plan C on the bench, whereas I look to City's bench. We've obviously got Aguero and we've got Liam Delap there, but it's not brilliant, if I'm completely honest. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it sounds crazy I'm saying Aguero on the bench isn't brilliant, but Aguero, I'm going to presume that because he's not starting in this game that he isn't fully fit. So we've got a not fully fit, recovering striker in Sergio Aguero. It isn't an ideal position that we want to be in. Jesus obviously isolating. Ferran Torres plays in the striking role for City quite a few times. He's also isolating. We've got Eric Garcia at the back, isolating as well. Tommy Doyle, another player, City youngster, also isolating as well. There's so many options here for Manchester City that are missing that would have been very useful not only for this game but also the game against Manchester United on Wednesday as well. So it isn't ideal, but there we go. Matthew going for 1-0 there to Manchester City. I'd love to win this game 1-0. I think that would be a brilliant result. Like I said, I'm not feeling too optimistic. I'm hoping as the game goes on I'll start to feel more and more optimistic in seeing how we play, but we'll have to wait and see how the game starts to develop and where we head from there. So, we've got, 14 minutes to go until kickoff. We're already on 37 likes. Let's see if we can hit the halfway mark. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes before kickoff. That would be absolutely brilliant. We've got nearly 40 people currently tuning in at this moment in time. Absolute legends. Thank you everyone for choosing the JSGC channel for your live watch-along coverage of this Premier League game between Chelsea and Manchester City. If you are watching this and enjoying the content, please do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to help me with my target of 15,000 subscribers. Don't forget also my social media links, you can find them in the description below and on the banner too. If you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on the screen too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Well, let's have a look. We've got Joshua tuning in as well. That's fantastic. So hello, thank you for tuning in, and Wilson moderating as well, although I'm sure you won't be moderating for too long. There you go. Salute for the comment there. I'll sort it after the stream, okay? I'll sort it after the stream. It's not a problem. Manchester United, they're not having a too bad a season, United, at the moment. Any team that wants to show a bit of consistency will have a successful season as far as I'm concerned, and that's what Manchester United are showing. I don't personally think they've got the quality to match the top teams. I include Manchester City and Liverpool obviously being the two, in my opinion, best teams in the Premier League. I don't think pound for pound Manchester United can match City or Liverpool for quality and style of play. But Manchester United, like I said, they're having a very good season. They're performing well. They're making things click. They're grinding out results. They're getting decisions going their way. They're getting a lot of penalties. They're just having that luck there, which obviously will help them as they proceed through the season. My complete honest opinion, though, I don't think they've got the quality right now to win the Premier League. I do think they'll get into the top four, though. And we'll see what happens going on from there. Mixid, thank you for tuning in. He will be moderating the chat, so thank you very much to Mixid for that. Zinchenko playing at left back, hasn't played too many times for Manchester City this season. Interesting to see what happens there. Apparently he is available for transfer for Manchester City in this window. Will Man City sell? With what's happening with Benjamin Mendy, I'd say by the end of this window, I'd say it's probably more likely as we go into next summer that Zinchenko would be here rather than Benjamin Mendy with what is happening there. So there we go. We've got Robert Robinson as well. That's fantastic. All the usuals tuning in. We should have a JSGC loyalty card really for the people tuning in and get some rewards going. That's what we'd be looking for. Well, I can see Manchester United making the top four. I can see City, if we can show some consistency, making the top four as well. Liverpool, obviously, I think will make the top four. Chelsea or Tottenham. Tottenham, to me, have looked better than what Chelsea have this season. I mean, in terms of top four, this is a pretty big game, actually, for Manchester City. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Like I said, if City can grind out and pick up a 1-0 win and 3 points here, I think that will really set us up well for our future targets. This game very important. If City want to win the Premier League and challenge Liverpool and Manchester United, who are currently both joint top at the Premier League, going away against Chelsea, these are the games that we need to be going to, putting in a good performance and ultimately picking up the 3 points is definitely what we are looking for. Yes, as Jedi points out there, Ederson is self-isolating at this moment in time. He's an injured, he's self-isolating after being one of the players to test positive for coronavirus. So Yeah, he's isolating, so we're going to be without Ederson for this game and the game against Manchester United in midweek. We're going to be without Eric Garcia. Let's make sure I've got my numbers. So it's Ederson, Eric Garcia, Ferran Torres, Tommy Doyle, 4 players. I might be missing one. Please let me know if I am missing one. I know we've got Kyle Walker missing and Gabriel Jesus missing. Kyle Walker and Gabriel Jesus are free to return to training just before the Manchester United game, so they may be on the bench available for selection. Possibly, I wouldn't have thought they'd be starting. I'm wondering if I'm missing somebody else. Benjamin Mendy should have been starting in this game because he broke rules with his parties. He's in the bad books at this moment in time, and I think he's lucky to make the bench. And then we've got Aguero just coming back from injury as well. So that's what's happening there. Aymeric Laporte. I'm not too sure with Aymeric Laporte. I wasn't under the impression... Actually, let's have a look on Twitter. I wasn't under the impression that Aymeric Laporte was isolating. So I'm wondering if that's maybe a knock. I'll find out. Let's have a look. Have a look. So Aki not fully fit to make the squad, and Aymeric Laporte injured. So there we go. It's a bit interesting. There we go. So yeah, it seems like it is going to be a Raheem Sterling false 9. God. That's where we're at. That is where we're at. So we've currently got over 100 people now tuning in, which is absolutely brilliant. Hello and welcome to everybody for tuning in on this live watch-along between Chelsea and Manchester City. As I've said before, our aim 100 likes for this live stream as our minimum aim. As we always do, so if you are watching this, please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload any of my videos, including daily Manchester City transfer updates and social media links in the description below, and also on the banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. We are literally at the point where we're 5 minutes or so away from kickoff. We haven't got a drink and my throat's feeling slightly dry. So what we're going to do is just behind me, you can't see it on camera, do have a little fridge. So I am going to go and get myself a drink. We've got some Stella Artois cider, which I'm looking forward to having, which I've not had in years. So that's going to be my drink choice for this live watch-along between Chelsea and Manchester City, so I'm just going to go and get that. There we go. Good to go. There it is. We're good to go. Good to go. It is back to work actually tomorrow, so we'll just be having the one. We won't push it. We will not push it. SP11 watching on the TV. JSGC making it to the. It's not the big screen because that's a cinema. Making it to the medium screen, the TV. We'll have that. Why not? Why not? Chin chin, cheers, enjoy everybody. We've hit past 50 likes now, it's fantastic. Thank you everyone for that. Let's get that next push and let's really push for the 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Jedi, thank you very much for liking the chair there. It isn't one of my favourites, if I'm completely honest. It does a job. It's got a bit of relative comfortness to it. We do have a Chesterfield downstairs, so I do prefer to stream downstairs, but I don't like disturbing things. So when I've got the house to myself and I'm free just to sit there and relax and enjoy, I tend to move things downstairs, which I do every now and then on my live streams. I do tend to live stream up here in the attic, which we've just been changing things around. We've tidied it up. We've got a fridge. We've got the JSGC logo rolling. We'll have some lights sorted within the coming months. I mean, I've had serious wallet surgery today, so I was planning on getting some lights quite soon. That's probably a little bit away now. Probably talking maybe the summer or something like that instead. But we'll have this looking very, very fancy and nice very soon. So do not worry about that. Do stay tuned to the JSGC channel for more developments as we're advancing through the YouTube world, which is always fantastic to see. So you have to buy one. I mean, come on, chair companies, hit me up. Get a chair. Let's get some promotion going. That'd be absolutely brilliant. I'm not, like I said, it's a bit clumpy. It does a job if things aren't going well and I can just relax, point up to the sky and just contemplate where we're heading. Then it does the job. I like to lean forward and really get into things. So it isn't. I prefer the computer chairs. The comfy computer chairs where I can kind of rock forward. That's where we go. As Manchester City have come out for this game now. Chelsea are coming out through the tunnel. Man City made to walk around, which is pretty funny, as they're not allowed to share the tunnels. So Chelsea are coming out now. We're nearly ready for kickoff for this game. A lot of people aren't happy about Riyad Mahrez not starting in this game. I would presume that Mahrez will be starting the Manchester derby on Wednesday. Considering City aren't playing with any striker, I think it was a straight-up choice between Bernardo Silva or Riyad Mahrez for this game, it seems. Pep Guardiola has gone with Bernardo Silva to start in this game. I think Bernardo Silva's actually been doing perfectly fine over the last couple of games, so I can see why we've gone with Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden has needed more minutes, so he's starting, I would presume, on the left-hand side. Like I said, whilst Ferran Torres is out and there's games coming, Riyad Mahrez shouldn't be worrying about game time because he will get plenty of minutes over the next coming weeks. Of course, COVID pending for any player, it seems, at this moment in time. FIFA, enjoy your tea. I'm about to have my first taste. Stella cider, not had it in years. Yeah, still the best. That's still the best. Ooh. I tell you, Stella, if you're watching this, need to hit me up. Get something sorted. It's my favourite drink. JSGC's favourite drink. Need to be getting something going, in my opinion. Well, that's absolutely brilliant. Sterling got a new haircut. I need to pay attention to that now. I've been lacklustre, not paying attention. Speaking of not having new haircuts, me. Hairdressers was closed and the remaining closed, so I'm pretty devastated, actually, if I'm completely honest. But there we go. Where is yours? In the fridge upstairs, Dad. In the fridge upstairs, there should be some left. Oh. Well, that is nice. I'm looking forward to that Stella Artois Cidre from Belgium, French-speaking Belgium is the name there. As Man City play in their white kit, it looks like a virus under a microscope, which is very ironic. There we go. It is very nice though, Mixed, as I think we're just going to have a moment's silence or applause. We're doing an applause. So we'll do our applause as well. Is this in memory of everybody that's passed away over the last year, possibly? I'm not sure. We'll do our minute applause anyway. We'll join in. We'll do our minute applause along with everybody else. In memory of everybody that has been lost over the last year and what a horrible year it has been last year. Let's leave 2020 in 2020 and let's focus towards 2021, where I'm hoping that it will be a much better year for absolutely everybody. So yeah, so there we go. All done and dusted, ready for kickoff here. It is going to be Manchester City. Oh, we're in blue Man City. I thought it was in our white one. It's not. We're in our blue kits, white shorts, and blue socks attacking, I think, from left to right. Chelsea attacking from right to left. Chelsea in their dark blue kits. Manchester City in their sky blue kit. Kevin De Bruyne ready to get us underway for this game. It is going to be Manchester City kicking off for this game, for this first half. Big Premier League clash here. So... let's go. Ready for kickoff here. Players take the knee. And the referee and officials and everyone stands up ready for kickoff now as De Bruyne gets us underway. Game on indeed. Game on indeed. So Zack Steffen making his Premier League debut for Manchester City. Interesting to see how he performs in this game. There's an early free kick there to Chelsea through a foul from Ilkay Gundogan as Chelsea take it very quickly. Itch on my eye, apologise for that. We've got over 200 people now tuning in and we're only 35 likes away from our target of 100 likes, which is absolutely brilliant, so thank you. Any help towards that would be much appreciated, and subscribe as well if you are new around here. Because we're getting Chelsea fans coming through as well. Everyone is always welcome on the JSGC channel. So Chelsea forced the ball long, straight out of play. Poor bit of play that from Chelsea, and so it was a throw in here to Manchester City. As Raheem Sterling's got some patterns done in his hair as well. Raheem Sterling gets his hair cut. JSGC, however, not so much. There's a good bit of play there from Zack Steffen. Works the ball out to Joao Cancelo playing on the right-hand side, and it is Zinchenko on the left-hand side. As Steffen's going to be forced long and does. Dealt with by Chelsea before City pick up the loose ball at the back. So nothing as of yet given at this moment in time. There's a good ball over there towards Phil Foden. Couldn't quite get it under control, and the ball does roll out for a throw in there to Chelsea inside their own half. So nothing really too much to report on through the first 3 minutes or so here. Nothing much really happening. Both sides seem happy to try and work their way through and try and create their own opportunities through forcing the issue through the middle. Chelsea, though, do have it on the left-hand side and a chance here to put it into the box. It's a good bit of defending by both Joao Cancelo and Bernardo Silva, forcing Chelsea to take it towards the corner flag, and the loose ball will be picked up by City and played out from a Chelsea player out for a goal kick there. Off Ben Chilwell, so a goal kick here to Manchester City. So a good bit of early pressing from Chelsea. Like I said, it's all about creativity and the opportunities that both sides do create, putting them away, and when mistakes happen, punishing them. That will decide this game. I'm convinced of it. Absolutely convinced of it. I think this will be a very narrow game. I think both sides will struggle to create opportunities, is what I reckon will happen. As Zack Steffen seeing a lot of the ball with his feet early on. Manages to see it with his hands here and pick the ball up. Although, because he's picked the ball up, the referee spotted something. Possible back pass? Yeah, back pass, I think the referee's given there. Bit of poor goalkeeping, a bit of nerves settling in. A bit of nerves kicking in there for Zack Steffen. It's not a deliberate pass back to the goalkeeper with the keeper picking it up. So I think that's more about opinion rather than fact that should have been a back pass. So Chelsea have a free kick. Not often you say this. Inside the Manchester City penalty area. It's so difficult when you have a free kick on the edge of the penalty area to get it up and over. So having a free kick inside the penalty area makes it just that little bit more difficult. But this is a very big early opportunity here for Chelsea. It's literally just inside the City penalty area. So we're talking 17 or 18 yards out. There's 4 Chelsea players currently stood talking about it. I think it's just one of those that you just kick it and you're going to put your foot through. So if City end up conceding off here, then that's a big blow to... have they given a back pass or have they given a free kick? It looks like they've given a free kick for handball outside the penalty area. That didn't look like a handball outside the penalty area. I'm confused as to what's being given there. Anyway, free kick comes in and it's deflected and out for a corner, so no harm done there. Good block that from Ilkay Gundogan for Manchester City, and like I said, the ball does go out of play for a corner here to Chelsea.
Strong set pieces.
So corner comes in from Chelsea. It is flicked on and back behind for another corner. So that's a good bit of set piece play there from Chelsea as Ruben Dias deals with the problems here. So City on the back foot here. We're 6 minutes into the game here. City looking a bit shaky at the back, just needing to hold firm here and make sure they're not conceding. As another corner comes in, it's cleared by Manchester City. Chelsea pick up the loose ball here. It does go all the way back to Mendy in goal for Chelsea as City look to send players forward to try and press, and they do force a mistake here. City win the ball high up. It's De Bruyne on the left-hand side. Take it on N'Golo Kante. Does get a ball across. There's a chance here for City. Shot was blocked initially. It wasn't a great strike from City, and Chelsea managed to clear their lines. And actually, Chelsea have got an opportunity into the City half on the counter-attack. This is end-to-end. Chelsea bringing it forward, and it's cleared by Manchester City and out for a throw into Chelsea just inside, midway through their own half here. So that was an eventful 3 minutes or so. So Chelsea have the ball now. A heavy touch takes it out for a throw in to Manchester City inside their own half here. Oh. People just commented saying it's behind, but it's behind. Yeah, as people have said, it is on YouTube and it is being streamed. So the stream itself will be about a minute behind normal play. So there'll be a minute. People will be about a minute ahead of me, I reckon, on what's happening. Some streams are like that, some aren't. Amazon Prime games normally aren't for me, are normally quite good. Terrestrial television games normally quite good. BT Sport, hit and miss. Sky Sports, any games, normally there's a little bit of a delay for me. That's literally just me streaming it, then from me watching the stream and it getting across to you on YouTube. I'd say there's about a minute or so in it. But yeah, it's all for pure interaction and raw reactions and everything. You're still going to get that from me, not to worry. I'm just trying to find out a little bit of further clarification as to why that free kick was given to Chelsea. I want to see if it was handball or not, as Chelsea have got the ball just on the outside of Manchester City's penalty area, and the ball comes in and dealt with by Ruben Dias at the back. although N'Golo Kante forces the mistake. Chelsea pressing high here, forcing City onto the back foot. Another ball comes into the box. Excuse me, and straight out of play for a goal kick. If Chelsea want to go for that route of crossing and putting the ball into the box, surely it would have been better having Olivier Giroud starting rather than Timo Werner for this game, but there we go. Yeah, so it was a back pass, but the free kick was on the outside of the area. So why was the free kick on the outside of the area if it was a back pass? Because surely that's handball. That's what seems to have been given there. But there we go. Odd one nonetheless. Odd one nonetheless. As Chelsea come forward here, it's Ziyech on the right-hand side for Chelsea into the penalty area. Zinchenko gets back and manages to block the shot. Chelsea forcing the issue here against Manchester City. City kind of struggling to get involved in the game. First 10 minutes has been Chelsea on the front foot as far as I'm concerned. It's Chelsea that's been creating more of the opportunities. It's Chelsea that's been pressing Manchester City and trying to force the mistake. City keeping it at 0-0 though. Seems that City are just happy to wait for Chelsea to either back off or City wait for the mistake to happen and try and capitalise upon that. As it is, City's resistance has held firm and we have kept it at 0-0 despite a couple of niggly little errors here and there, like the back pass, like the failure to clear and things, and City create their own opportunity here. De Bruyne doesn't get a good pass, and so Chelsea managed to come away with the ball once more, looking to try and create their own counter-attack now. It's Pulisic on the left-hand side, cutting into the centre. Chelsea driving forward now. It's Kovacic. Works it out to the right-hand side for Chelsea, inside the Manchester City half. Another ball comes in towards the box. It's dealt with by Joao Cancelo, only as far as N'Golo Kante. Kante getting involved a lot. He's back. His pass, though, is intercepted by Manchester City, so City can have a bit of possession here. It's Ilkay Gundogan in the middle. He's been pressed now. Big opportunity here for Chelsea. He looks to scramble and get back. Chelsea are looking to possibly have a penalty through Rodri on Timo Werner. Referee says no. He is holding his hand up to just stop play momentarily as the ball has gone out of play for a throw-in. So good tackle that actually by Rodri, so not a penalty for me. Manages to get himself in front of the player and ball there. So no penalty given. It'd have been interesting if a penalty had been given, whether that had been overturned, because he didn't cleanly get hold of the ball there. Just wasn't enough in it for initiating contact for Werner to get a penalty, as that should be intercepted. Raheem Sterling cannot control it though, and so Chelsea come away with the ball. Chelsea just been a bit wayward with their passing, rushing their play a little bit here to try and press Manchester City early and try and force a quick attack. And there's been 2 or 3 examples of them just trying to pass or trying to play the ball where there's just a pass not to be played, and City end up either intercepting it or giving the ball away, and so it's not really materialised into anything. That's more about Chelsea rushing their play. They're looking to play the ball quickly. One touch go, one touch go. Sometimes not even just taking a touch and just passing it around. This is good play by Chelsea. I'd be encouraged if I was a Chelsea fan right now. I'd be very happy with how they played first 13 minutes or so here. City more on the back foot, trying to show that they can defend, which is something you can criticise Pep Guardiola's side of over the last few seasons or so, have not been very good defensively. Well, this season City looks stronger at the back, and City seem more happy for teams to take the game to us, and we seem more than happy that we're capable of keeping teams out and holding on to clean sheets, which has been one big improvement for Manchester City since signing Ruben Dias in the summer, as City just really struggling for possession actually at this moment in time. Not seen any possession stats go up yet, which I think would be interesting to see if some stats were to go up as to who's had more of the ball, as Kevin De Bruyne looks to try and press high up, and the free kick is given to Chelsea here inside their own half. Can have a little breather now, actually. So we're only 25 likes now away from 100 likes, which is absolutely fantastic. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you are watching this and you haven't left a thumbs up already, then do leave a thumbs up. And don't forget also to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're on that big stride towards 15k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. As Ben Chilwell looked to nip in front there and intercept high up for Chelsea. However, referee was playing an advantage, so the play comes back for an initial free kick to Manchester City. City need to just be very careful here about being sloppy with the ball. Chelsea are pressing high and they're working the ball very, very quickly. Need to just make sure we're doing nothing stupid. I think it's just one of these games where, particularly for the first maybe half an hour or so here, weather the storm, so to speak. Nothing stupid. See out the game, keep it at 0-0, be nice and patient and move on from there. Much like a game at Anfield, you wouldn't expect City just to be taking the game to Liverpool automatically. What you'd be looking for is City to be nice and patient, keeping it tight, taking no risks, and waiting for the mistakes to happen and then capitalising on them like vultures is what's needed from City. As we finally do get a bit of possession stats coming up, and it is 66% possession for Chelsea at this moment in time. There's a big chance here for City. Kevin De Bruyne, oh, what an opportunity, he's put it wide. What an opportunity, it was knife through butter, played through the heart of the Chelsea midfield and defence. What a pass there from Joao Cancelo, perfectly onside, splits the defence in half, and Kevin De Bruyne on his stronger right foot against his former team just gets it past the keeper and pokes it past the post. What an opportunity for City that was. A fantastic opportunity. I can't help but feel like if Courtois, who Kevin De Bruyne has previous with relationships and cheating, well, let's not get into that, but I can't help but feel like if Courtois was still in net for Chelsea, De Bruyne would just have that extra bit of instinct in him and he'd be putting that ball into the back of the net. And making it 1-0 to Manchester City, but as it is, it's Mendy in net, so he doesn't have the aggravation there, and so it remains 0-0. To be fair, Kevin De Bruyne, someone of his quality, I'd probably be expecting him to hit the back of the net. So that was a big opportunity, certainly the best opportunity of this game so far. City are slowly, Anti, you're right there, starting to just build themselves into this game, which is good to see. As seeing more of the ball here, it's Cancelo into Raheem Sterling. Cancelo dinks it back. Raheem Sterling, chance it, played across. And Thiago Silva, the ball just hits him and goes flying into the hands of Mendy, much to Chelsea's relief. City growing in confidence into this game now. City pressing Chelsea higher up. It's City keeping hold of the ball. It's City creating the opportunities. It's Phil Foden down the left wing now for Manchester City, centralising it. Here's Rodri with the ball. Out to Joao Cancelo. What can Cancelo do with it? Had a couple of really good touches. Commentators curse there as he nearly gets muddled up and the ball nearly stolen off him. As Bernardo Silva now with the ball for Manchester City. City with all their players now camped inside the Chelsea half. Chelsea sitting deeper. Their turn to defend now after City have spent 15 minutes or so weathering our own storm from Chelsea. Chelsea haven't found the breakthrough. It's City that should have opened the scoring just then through Kevin De Bruyne. City come knocking again. It's Zinchenko working the ball into the box. Opportunity, twisting, turning, Gundogan. There is the first goal. 1-0 to Manchester City. It's Ilkay Gundogan twisting, turning onto his right foot with a solid goal into the bottom corner for Manchester City to make it Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. A fantastic strike from Ilkay Gundogan, the double pivot that so many people do not like. Going up against an offensive team like Chelsea that want to take the game to you, it does suits Ilkay Gundogan. He said before the game he feels like he's not an important team player, he just wants to do his job, and do his job is exactly what he's doing. Sells Thiago Silva half a yard onto his right foot into the bottom corner. Mendy gets his fingertips onto it. He'll be very disappointed not to keep that out. As I'm concerned, I don't care. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. Weathering the storm, De Bruyne wasn't clinical for the first time. Silky Ilkay is clinical for Manchester City here. Just what we're looking for. My 0-0 prediction blown out of the water. Blown out of the water. Let's get that scoreboard changed. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. The perfect 20 minutes from City. We can defend. We can go forward. We can score goals. Just what we're looking for. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 1. Fantastic from Manchester City and Pep Guardiola's men. And that man in midfield, Ilkay Gundogan, had a fair share of critics. No doubting about it. In my opinion, having a solid season for Man City. City might not be done there. They're coming forward once more. And the ball goes out of play for a throw in there. Pep Guardiola giving a thumbs up there. He's happy. I'm happy. I'm sure a lot of people watching this right now are also happy. Let's see to the chat what everyone is making of that goal. Ilkay Gundogan, just what we're all looking for. Absolutely brilliant from Manchester City. Mark, I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. How are you? Let me know. Controversial comments, we love them on the JSGC channel. Tom saying Ilkay Gundogan's been City's second best midfielder after Kevin De Bruyne this season. I could argue a case that Ilkay Gundogan's been Man City's best midfielder. Could argue that case. City once more, coming forward now. Oleksandr Zinchenko, Kevin De Bruyne. There's space here. Although a good tackle, De Bruyne follows it up. Can he get a ball across? Can it get better for City? It's flicked in. It's 2! Phil Foden makes it 2-0 to Manchester City out of nothing. Chelsea's game plan has been ripped apart here by Manchester City. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 2. The Chelsea players' heads drop, and just like that, King Kevin comes up with an assist, and it's that man, the Manchester City youngster. Real Madrid were interested. He says Phil Foden doesn't get minutes, yet here he is getting a start and getting a goal for Manchester City, for City to double their lead. Perfectly onside. It's a simple goal for Manchester City. So disappointing for Chelsea to concede. Mendy at his near post is going to be very disappointed. Phil Foden's just stood there like a statue, just waiting for the ball. Puts it into the bottom corner. And just like that, it's Chelsea 0, Manchester City 2. Just what we're looking for. Fodenino, indeed. Let's get that scorecard changed. What a couple of minutes for Manchester City. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 2. Wow. This is a game and a half. What a performance so far from Manchester City. Weather the storm first 15 minutes. Come forward. I could argue cases should have been free, and it could be free. City coming forward. Ilkay Gundogan. Raheem Sterling now. Wow. I can't even catch my breath. I can't even have a drink. City need to just take a chill pill. Relax. Slow this down. This is going at a rampant pace here. Chelsea's game plan in tatters. City coming forward once more. On the left-hand side, it's goal scorer Phil Foden to Oleksandr Zinchenko. We've got that killer second goal. Let's not stop. Let's get that third. I think if we get that third, this game could be done and dusted. City coming forward. Bernardo Silva driving into the penalty area onto his left foot. Gets a shot away and Mendy gets a good save there. No real power there from Bernardo Silva. And so Mendy ends up making a save. That was an opportunity as well for Manchester City. But there we go. It does still stay the same here. Manchester City leading Chelsea at Stamford Bridge by 2-0. You are not mishearing that. You are not misseeing that. City are winning 2-0 at Stamford Bridge here. Clinical Manchester City. 3 opportunities, 2 goals. De Bruyne possibly has missed one of the easiest of the lot as City pick themselves up a free kick. Chelsea at 6s and 7s here. City, of course, a couple of seasons ago smacked 6 past Chelsea at the Etihad Stadium. Too many gaps that day. City looking to exploit that the same again here. Frank Lampard looking like a man under a lot of pressure. He spent a lot of money. No longer under an embargo and no expectation. There's expectation at Chelsea, and with expectation comes pressure, and Frank Lampard feeling the heat of it right now. It's Oleksandr Zinchenko on the left-hand side. Ruben Dias bringing City forward. Dinks a ball across. It's Raheem Sterling that's going to pick up the ball. I think he's onside into the penalty area. Drives it across. And it's a corner here to Manchester City off Chilwell. This has been a fantastic, rampant, dominating, brilliant, marvellous performance from Manchester City so far in these first 24 minutes. That man Phil Foden grabbing the goal that's currently on my screen, and also the first goal coming through silky Ilkay Gundogan as well, as Manchester City looking to really take the game here to Chelsea. It's a short corner. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, the former Chelsea man, puts a ball into the box. It's defended by Chelsea. It comes clear. Joao Cancelo now out to Ilkay Gundogan. City managed to control the ball. Gundogan twists, turns, looks to play a ball across, and it comes off. I think it was it Chilwell then that comes off, that goes out for a throw-in to Manchester City. There we go. First 10 minutes or so was made up of 66% possession for Chelsea and 34% for Manchester City. Last 10 minutes has been 20% for Chelsea and 80% for Manchester City. City just turning it up a notch. Putting Chelsea under pressure. Yes. This has been brilliant from Manchester City so far. Let's get the likes. Let's go. Let's keep the goals coming. Let's keep going. I think it's Foden and De Bruyne with the assists for this game so far. Phil Foden well on his way to becoming the potential JSGC man of the match, but this could get better for City. De Bruyne having a good game. Picks up the loose ball for City. Out on the left-hand side, it's Phil Foden now. John Stones is even doing some tricks and twisting and turning as well. Joao Cancelo now just flicking it through his legs as well. City beaming, full of confidence. Bernardo Silva. Chelsea nearly intercept. City keep hold of the ball. It's Joao Cancelo having a wonderful season for Manchester City. Not only on the left-hand side, but the right-hand side as well. Play on either flank. Been a brilliant signing, Joao Cancelo, after a slow start for City. Really proving his worth here as City come forward with the ball, and that will be a free kick. And referee, I'm looking for a yellow card there. That was a cynical, clinical foul that from Kurt Zuma. Purposely taking Phil Foden out to stop an attack. It's a cynical foul. That should be a yellow card. Don't know why I said clinical. I'm getting overexcited. It's a cynical foul. As it is, referee isn't giving anything. Phil Foden completely did Zuma there, and Zuma's just put his leg out to make sure that Foden can't get past or go anywhere else, and that he brings him down. It's a yellow card. Anyway, Gundogan takes it short, and City just continue to allow Chelsea to chase shadows at this moment in time. Great bit of work there from Oleksandr Zinchenko. He's full of confidence as well. Like I said, people have been speaking about him getting sold this January and City potentially signing a left-back. Benjamin Mendy getting called into question with his antics off the field once more, having parties during coronavirus strict lockdown rules. As City here, Cancelo gets his foot around it, and it does go flying over the bar there from Joao Cancelo. Fancied himself. Good bit of defending that from Chelsea just to force Cancelo to take the shot early and put his foot around the ball, which saw the ball going sky high there. But still, a decent ball in, I think, from Phil Foden there. But yeah, Benjamin Mendy should be the player getting called into question rather than Oleksandr Zinchenko. Benjamin Mendy injury prone. Benjamin Mendy off the field, bringing the club into disrepute, more negative, bad media headlines, things that we just don't need right now. Substandard performances at times over the last few seasons at Manchester City. Yeah, like I said, it could be him that's getting called into question rather than Oleksandr Zinchenko if City want to go and have a look at left-backs. I would actually like to know your thoughts of that as Chelsea are being rushed here. Good play though. Chelsea down the left-hand side, leading an attack. It's Pulisic now. Had a bit of a quiet game so far. Bringing it forward. Great bit of play. Chance here for Chelsea. Driving it across. Good bit of defending. They keep the ball in play. Ball still alive here. Ball comes across. It's cleared momentarily by Manchester City. And City will come away with it through Rodri. Good bit of defending that from Manchester City. Need to keep hold of the ball though and be careful here because Chelsea will win it back high and they do. And it's blocked by that man Ruben Dias. Solid for Manchester City. Chelsea want a free kick. They play on instead. They've still got the ball. Still in a dangerous area here. Just outside the Manchester City penalty area. It's Ziyech now with the ball. Dinks the ball across looking for Timo Werner. It's flicked up in the air by Ruben Dias and Zack Steffen is out there to catch the ball for Manchester City. Just what we're looking for. Keeping hold of our 2-0 lead there. Definitely needing that third goal. That third goal before half-time would really kill this game and would help us well towards the 3 points, which at this moment in time, City on course for. But like I said, City looking a lot stronger at the back now. It's gotten to a point where City 2-0 ahead are more than capable of seeing out a clean sheet and seeing out a 2-0 victory here, which a 2-0 victory at Stamford Bridge is a brilliant result. De Bruyne once more though, threads a ball through. Raheem Sterling plays it back across and it's a chance. It's a great block by Chelsea. Gundogan gets a shot away and it's blocked. I think that's Phil Foden with his arms outstretched, wants to know why the ball wasn't played out to him, and acres of space inside the penalty area there. As a cynical foul there from Manchester City means Chelsea get a free kick through Joao Cancelo. That was an opportunity for Manchester City then. I think we all just need to take a breather for a minute. That's what I'm doing here. Half an hour in. It's been a whirlwind game so far. We're already up to 83 likes as well. We're only 17 likes away from our like goal of 100 likes. So can we hit that before half time? That would be phenomenal. Any help towards that would, of course, be much appreciated by me. And if you are new around here and enjoying the content, then please feel free to subscribe as well. Chelsea bringing the ball forward. N'Golo Kante now. Chelsea just patiently building this. Looking for a mistake from City. Zinchenko nearly provided Chelsea that by stepping out, but manages to get a foothold of the ball, and Phil Foden protects himself between the ball to win Manchester City a free kick, as Oleksandr Zinchenko has a little word there with Phil Foden about something. Not too sure what. City look to play that ball nice and early from their free kick. Good interception from Chelsea to allow that possible counter-attack to not happen. As it is, it's Kurt Zouma with the ball now. N'Golo Kante. Azpilicueta hoofs the ball long. Straight out of play for a throw into Manchester City. So we're through 32 minutes now of this game. Got some new people tuning in. We've got Bad Player tuning in, so thank you for tuning in. We've got Ryan as well tuning in. Thank you for tuning in as well. It's been much appreciated. Thank you for choosing the JSGC channel for your live watch along of this Premier League game between Chelsea and Manchester City. Because we're now 16 likes away from 100 likes. Nice! Making some good progress. So Cancelo with the ball. Cleared up by Kevin De Bruyne. Headed back by Chelsea through Thiago Silva. Looking to try and win the ball in the middle. Bit of a scramble there for ball. Looking for a high foot. And a free kick given there to Chelsea from a high boot from Rodri on Kovacic. So Chelsea get themselves a free kick inside the Manchester City half. City just need to make sure to just keep their heads here. Was a high foot as well by Rodri. It's one of those, you don't want to go in with your head because you run the risk of a head injury. And if you go in with your feet, you run the risk of kicking someone in the chest or in the face. And the ball's bouncing up like that, and there's a bit of a scramble for the ball. This is a good position, this, for Chelsea for a free kick, you know. About, 40 plus yards out to the left-hand side. So a chance to actually whip the ball into the box. Get the ball into the penalty area. It's Ziyech stood over the ball. City play their high line, obviously outside of the penalty area. So where they're going to look, they're probably going to look for the back post here. As Ziyech looks to try and look towards the penalty spot. It's cleared by City anyway. Ball comes in. A chance here now. Raheem Sterling, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What an opportunity. Raheem Sterling, under pressure, rounds the keeper. Where's the support? One touch too many. He's hit the post. Still 3-0. There it is. 3-0 Manchester City. It's Kevin De Bruyne hitting Chelsea on the counter-attack. One touch and go. Raheem Sterling, I thought, had lost the opportunity there. I thought Raheem Sterling did really well, actually, to get a decent shot away in the end. Hit the post. I thought that might be the opportunity gone. It's not. And it's Kevin De Bruyne to follow it in. Loves the goal against Chelsea. Ball given away. Headed clear. I'm not too sure who got the headed clear there for Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling clinical on the counter-attack, looking to put the ball away. Looked like he'd rounded the keeper. Hesitated slightly. Got a good shot away, hits the post. De Bruyne follows it through and puts the ball into the back of the net. It's been clinical Manchester City here. Very unlucky that from Raheem Sterling. And a good finish there from Kevin De Bruyne. It is going to stand, this goal, of course. It is 3-0 to Manchester City. What a game. What a half this has been from City. You wouldn't believe it from the scoreline, but for the first 15 minutes, Chelsea were the better side as well. It is Chelsea 0, Manchester City 3. That's the third goal that we've been looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea at 6s and 7s. There's a chance here for a fourth for City. Bernardo Silva plays it across. Header, and it's over the bar from Phil Foden. That was an opportunity there for a potential fourth for Manchester City. We're up to 87 likes. Let's get this right up to 100. This performance from Manchester City in this first half against a top quality team like Chelsea. Let's not forget, City are missing 6 players through coronavirus. And we're winning 3-0 away from home. This has been an incredible performance. If ever there's been a first half from City that deserves 100 likes, it is definitely this performance from Manchester City. And what a performance it has been. Chelsea looking lost. What can Chelsea do to try and turn this round? They need to find a goal. They need to find it now. As Man City, over a decent tackle, ensures that Chelsea don't get even a free kick there, as Bernardo Silva. City just happy to hurt Chelsea on the counter-attack. Chelsea looking to just bring themselves forward, trying to put City under pressure, and City are just happy to work the ball around that high line or play the balls over the top and chase. City's attacking line more than doing their job, which is brilliant to see. We're less than 10 likes away now. Let's go. 100 likes. You haven't left a thumbs up already? Please do leave a thumbs up. We're on that march. 100 likes. Before half-time, it's Chelsea 0, Manchester City 3. What a performance this has been from Manchester City. What a performance. Kevin De Bruyne. Lampard out is what we love to see. Kevin De Bruyne, though, having a great performance here. It's now a toss-up between him and Phil Foden for my JSGC Man of the Match, and we're only, 37 minutes into the game. We want a 6-0 again, and it could just be the result that City are looking for this season. It could be the result that they've been looking for. That confident performance going up against a top-quality team like Chelsea, putting them to the sword, making things happen. It's been a great performance from City so far in this first half. 9 likes away now. Let's get them up. If you're watching this, you haven't left a thumbs up already, leave a thumbs up. 100 likes. We want it before half-time. It's been a great performance from Man City in this first half. Let's get them to 100 likes. I think the players deserve that 100 likes for this scintillating first half performance from Manchester City. Chelsea with a throw-in inside the City half now. Oh, 8 likes away now. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ecstatic that we've City have managed to play and we're coming out, pulling out a performance like this. Deadly Manchester City. Just shows what the importance is of putting your chances away. I mean, I reckon in terms of statistics, this isn't too different from what City are more than capable of creating in any given game. Man City want to be clinical and show that lethal touch. Then they're more than capable of putting these chances away. Then playing with a double pivot and playing a defensive style of football when playing against a team that wants to take the game towards an attack. It works, and it works really well. City intercepting once more. De Bruyne can't find Phil Foden this time. City looking to press. Chelsea forced to just work the ball backwards. Ben Chilwell bringing Chelsea forward into the City half now. Pulisic driving at the City's back four. So good bit of play. Ben Chilwell. It's too much on the pass and straight out of play for a goal kick. Zack Steffen. We're not really mentioned Zack Steffen since the first 15 minutes or so. He must be enjoying everything that he's seeing out there on the pitch. He must be thinking right now, having gone through the loan system at Fortuna Dusseldorf, that this is exactly why he joined Manchester City. He wants to be playing in these big Premier League games. He wants to be playing against the likes of Chelsea whilst winning 3-0 after 40 minutes at Stamford Bridge. That is exactly why he's joined Manchester City. So he must be delighted right now. Anti-Paula knows it. Let's get JSGC to 100 likes. Centurion form, it certainly is. City up to 5th, Dad's reporting there. We've got a game in hand as well against Aston Villa coming up, and a game in hand to play against Everton as well, let's not forget. So lots to be thinking about. Maybe that's City's plan then. 6-0 sends City 4th. That could be exactly what City are looking for. Transfer update, out 10 AM every single day. No different tomorrow. Another transfer update, the 4th of January, 10 AM GMT. Stay tuned for that. Chelsea fans all gone quiet now. Probably all given up on the game, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't blame them. We're only 7 likes away from 100 now. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Making that big progress towards 100 likes. We've got, 4 minutes or so left of normal time, not included added on time. We can get them 100 likes before half time. I'm confident of it. Let's make it happen. Six likes. Let's keep this ticking. Let's go. Chelsea bringing the ball forward. They need a goal before half-time, realistically, here, Chelsea. 5 likes away. 4 likes away. This is ticking along nicely now. Just 4 likes. 3 likes. Someone's going to get the pleasure of being the 100th like, and what an honour it is for such a big game and a great performance. So it's Chelsea now bringing the ball forward once more. City just happy just to play on the counter-attack and let Chelsea have the ball and make the mistake. At some point they have to put a ball into the box and make something happen. If City can intercept and capitalise quickly, bam, there's your opportunity. It's a good bit of play though, this from Chelsea, looking to try and work it through the centre. Out wide now. Pulisic driving at the City defence. Joao Cancelo is there though to intercept for Manchester City. What a season he is having. His pass cannot find Raheem Sterling though, so Chelsea win the ball back automatically here. Chelsea just being forced to work it backwards. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. Still only 3 likes away from that 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And as I've said before, subscribe if you are new around here as well. We have a lot of fun on the JSGC channel. Lots of Man City content to look forward to. Lots of people enjoying the daily Manchester City transfer updates. We're doing them throughout the January transfer window. We've got our live watch-along, match reviews, lots of stuff to look forward to. The latest news, when we're allowed back in stadium, things like vlogs and everything. Looking forward to doing all that, so make sure that you do subscribe. As the ball goes straight out of play for a throw in there to Manchester City, as Pulisic couldn't control it, as we're now only 2 likes away from that big 1-0-0. The ton. Here we go for Manchester City. Raheem Sterling now driving at the Chelsea back 4. It's 3-on-4 here. De Bruyne bringing the ball forward. Foden squares it across, flicked on and just past the post. Ilkay Gundogan with the skills there to pay the bills. Nearly puts it into the back of the net. Just past the post, nearly with a cheeky little finish with his side of his back foot. What a way. We hit 100 likes as well. Fantastic. Thank you everyone for that. Much appreciated. 100 likes on the live stream. It's not even half time yet. It's been a scintillating, fantastic performance from Manchester City. It's been perfect. If Carlsberg rather than Stella did half times, this would be the dream half time. Chelsea have had 4 attempts at the moment in this first half. 11 for Manchester City, none on target, no test for Zack Steffen. Man City have had 4 shots on target, 3 goals. I can argue that if I want to nitpick, City should have probably 4 or 5 goals. This has been cream of the crop from Manchester City. This has been a brilliant performance. As Chelsea now play the ball forward, looking to try and hit City on the counter-attack. They need a goal before half-time, preferably for them. Driving, Werner, cleared by Manchester City. Picked up by Thiago Silva at the back. Into the City half, driving Chelsea forward as we're going to added time. I imagine there'll probably be a couple of minutes at least added on here. And it is 2 minutes. We've seen 3 goals. A couple of 3 kicks as Joao Cancelo goes down under the challenge there, I think, from Pulisic. And so that'll be a free kick there to Manchester City. Again, it's a bit of a nasty one. Bit of a follow-through there. Doesn't win the ball. Takes out the player. Yeah, he's going into the book. I was going to say, I mean, that's, to me, is a questionable yellow card as well. And Pulisic picks up his first yellow card of the season. So we've got, 70 seconds or so left of this brilliant... I presume they're playing advantage because Chelsea have got the free kick. But of this brilliant... first half from City. So Chelsea need to create something here. It's Ziyech whipping the ball in. Doesn't really beat the first man. It flicks on at the back post, and Zack Steffen there is there to relatively comfortably just collect the ball. He's just going to keep hold of the ball, take no risk, no need to do anything stupid at this moment in time. Keep hold of the ball, rolls it out to Zinchenko. Take your time, and let's say we've got 40 seconds left to go before half time. No need to take any risk. Now we're 3-0 up. As that hits the referee, and that should be the game stopped. This has been a wonderful performance from Manchester City. This has been a marvellous performance. I couldn't have dreamed of such a performance. I apologise for being so pessimistic at the beginning of this live stream. What a performance this has been from Manchester City so far. We need to make sure we're keeping this up in the second half. We're 3-0 up. Don't start sitting off. Don't start thinking about Man United. Keep going. Get our fourth. If we get a fourth, get a fifth. Get a fifth, get a sixth. Keep going along with that mentality. That will ensure that the players are always driven and motivated. It will ensure that Man City aren't doing anything foolish. The last thing you want to do is first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half is give Chelsea a goal away back in. Their tails are up and we're sitting deeper and deeper, and they're putting the pressure on us. As we do go into the second half now, as the half-time whistle does go, and we're going to give that City performance give him a big round of applause there, because that has been a fantastic performance from Pep Guardiola's men. Phil Foden, Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, 3 wonderful performances from all 3 of them players. Both of them all 3 of them are all up there for my JSGC man of the match so far. This has been a quite extraordinary performance from Manchester City. And City just looking... they don't look like they've got 6 players missing for coronavirus. They don't look. The City look deadly. They look like, as someone else said, like the Centurions. They look like they want it, which is brilliant. It's exactly what we're looking for. You just need to be clinical with a double pivot. It's just not worked, particularly for teams that are negative that don't want to play. Chelsea do want to play. Chelsea want to play football. Chelsea want to take Man City on pound for pound, and I have every bit of respect for that. It's not worked, though, for this game, because City have put their chances away and Chelsea haven't. I can see Frank Lampard getting sacked before the end of the season if it looks like they're not going to achieve their goals. I can see Frank Lampard possibly after this game, if City humiliate Chelsea and it ends up 5 or 6, possibly getting sacked from there. They've spent a lot of money this summer. They will not put up with not making the Champions League. With a squad and the money that's been spent at Chelsea, that should be making the Champions League. I look at their squad. I said it at the beginning of the live stream. I look at that squad and all-round quality. There's a lot of strengths there for Chelsea and it should be doing better than what it is. And they obviously always, when that happens, they will look at the manager when that happens. So, there we go. Right, so let's have a look at the stats for this game so far. We'll then head on to Twitter for a little bit of reaction. And then we've got a little bit of halftime entertainment as well for everybody to look forward to. You can't say I don't keep you entertained on the JSGC channel. So, in terms of possession, Chelsea having more possession than Manchester City. I will be surprised if that stays the same by the end of the match with the scoreline it is, but we'll see. It's 51.6% possession for Chelsea and 48.4% for Manchester City. 5 shots in total for Chelsea, 1 on target. That's just tested Zack Steffen, that header up from Azpilicueta. 11 shots from Manchester City, 4 on target. 3 goals, couple of misses, near misses from Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan. Like I said, if City were at their complete deadly best, this would probably be 4-0 to Manchester City. In terms of passing completion rate, Chelsea at nearly 88%, City at a low 84%. City normally at round about 90%, normally at what Chelsea's at, so it's suggesting that City's approach a little bit different. City happy to sit a bit deeper, happy for Chelsea to take the game to us, and we're happy to hit them on the counter-attack. In terms of attacking stats, corners more for Chelsea, more offsides. They're having better tackle completion rate than us as well. What City are doing really well though is their aerial duels. City winning their aerial duels, cutting the ball out, intercepting and going forward at pace. And with accuracy as well, which is something that City are doing very well, and I think that's what City will try and look to do in the second half. If I'm Pep Guardiola though, I think I'm saying to the players much of the same, if I'm completely honest, because that is exactly what I'd be saying to them. Like I said, that has been a great performance from Manchester City so far, a fantastic performance. So that's the stats. We're heading onto the onto Twitter. So Raz will still be mad though at missing that opportunity that De Bruyne put away. I'm sure he will. Chelsea has some good comments on there, putting 3-0 to Manchester City. So Lampard out. I've had enough. Someone else tweeting about Frank Lampard. He seems to be begrunting the anger at this moment in time from Chelsea fans. Yeah, it's all been vented towards Frank Lampard, which is a shame because he's, during his time at Chelsea, a wonderful football player who I have a lot of respect for. So I feel like he's just been kind of chucked under the bus here. This is always going to happen. Always going to happen, wasn't it? It's nice to see Aymeric Laporte getting so involved on Twitter with the game, which is really good to see considering the questions that's been asked of Aymeric Laporte and Pep Guardiola supposedly having a spat with each other, that he's so involved with what's happening with the game, which is really good to see. Shows that he is settled and he is happy, or that's how I read into it anyway. So there we go. Yeah, I think everyone on Twitter seems very happy, which is exactly what you would expect, if I'm completely honest. So, Asim very happy with the performance. That's always good to see. Kelvin happy as well. Bad player happy. bad player going for City to win this 6-0. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Adam is very happy as well. Of course, Chelsea did come back against West Brom. They're not playing West Brom now, though. They're playing Manchester City. City are a very well-drilled defensive side who can defend and can attack at pace and be clinical as well. If I'm Chelsea, they'd be fuming right now. The reactions in some of the Chelsea channels, I'm sure, is very entertaining. Thank you very much, Dad. I do appreciate it there. Yes, we have hit the 100 likes. We're actually up to 111 likes now. So see if we can get to 120 ASAP. That would be absolutely brilliant. Nadir, thank you very much for the kind comments as well, saying I'm one of your favourite YouTubers. I do appreciate it. Adam Quinn, 150 likes would be fantastic. But we'll take it up 20 at a time. 120 is the next like target's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for tuning into this live watch-along live stream of this Manchester City game against Chelsea. Great performance from City so far. A perfect way to start the season for City in 2021. A goal for Ilkay Gundogan opened the scoring for Manchester City before Phil Foden doubled the lead, and then Kevin De Bruyne made it 3-0 to Manchester City. Worst player for Man City so far. I would probably say either Rodri or possibly I could argue Zack Steffen for doing the back pass, which is top level that we'd come to expect at this point in the Premier League. It's pretty poor, but he's not conceded, so it's a bit harsh to say there's anyone that's played bad. They haven't. It's been a great performance from Manchester City. I think the longer this stays at 3-0, if City are reluctant to make any subs, you may see some young players coming on, and I say that because Man City may want to just save some legs for the match against Manchester United, but I'd probably start thinking about that if it remains 3-0 and it gets to about the 75th, 80th minute. Is probably when I'd start looking towards that. Right, so let's do our half-time entertainment. It is the creation of the Cider Apple Old Fashioned Love Cider here on the JSGT channel. It is made by my partner channel Mixed, providing the half-time entertainment for this video. It was created on New Year's Eve, so if you do hear that in the video, then that is why. So thank you very much to Mixed for providing the half-time entertainment. It allows me just to have a couple of minutes just to relax, take it easy, and be back for the second half.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mixed channel and happy New Year's Eve. And to celebrate the New Year's Eve and to bring in the new year, we'll go create a cider apple old fashioned. So what you need is your cider apple. We've got Stella Artois, so thank you Just GC for this. Bourbon, because I'm using Jack Daniels for this. And of course your Angostura bitters, and to garnish it, we will be garnishing it with a cinnamon stick and then a slice of apple. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is pour in 60ml or 2 ounces of whiskey. We're using a bourbon. Just to clarify which whiskey we are using for this drink. Next, what you want to do is add in 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. And now what you want to do, guys, is just top up with your cider. In this case, apple cider. We're using Stella. There we go. Alright, now give it a good stir. Now the final thing to do, guys, now is garnish it with your slice of apple and your cinnamon stick. And there we have it. And there we have it, one cider apple old fashioned. How does it taste? Absolutely beautiful. I certainly recommend it. It's a nice warmer drink, that's because it's a little bit different from your traditional old fashioned, of course. But all the same, I've got to say that's quite nice because I do like it. Because I do like my cider myself and bourbon, combine the two, and We have a very nice ingredient here. We have a very nice cocktail here, because that is the apple cider old fashioned to bring in the new year, and hopefully 2021 will be a better year for everyone. So we may be in tier 4, but we keep going. But that is my final cocktail of the year 2020. Thank you for all your support. You've been absolutely fantastic, and I can not thank you enough for your support, as we now well over 600 on our way to 1k. You've been fantastic. Hope you all have a fantastic new year, and hopefully it will be a better one for everyone. But don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixed, and I will see you in 2021. Happy New Year's.
Thank you very much, Mixed, for providing the halftime entertainment on the JSGC channel, creating the cider apple old fashioned there. Looks like a very nice drink, so thank you for providing the halftime entertainment. You want to go and check out Mixed. His link is just in the description. Go and like and subscribe over there. That would be much appreciated by me. He's grinding very hard. His aim is for this year to hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to help him get to that goal. So if you're watching this, go and check out Mixed and go and subscribe. That would be absolutely brilliant. So we're just waiting for the players to come back out for the second half of this game. Checking everything's all good with the stream and everything, so if I'm just a bit quiet just for now, that's all I'm doing, just to make sure everything is fine and dandy, so to speak, and everything is there for everybody, which at this moment in time it looks like it is, which is really good to see. What player would I like to see Man City sign this January? If I'm honest, like I said, a left back, but I'd like to see. I've always said Zinchenko leave, but right now with Benjamin Mendy and his antics, I'd quite like to see Benjamin Mendy just leave, City pack that in and go for just a solid quality left back. Just a player that's just solid. Not even sure who I'd want that to be. But that's what I'd be looking for anyway. But that's just me. That is just me. So there we go. Everything seems all right with the live stream, which is good to see. Always good to see. So we're just waiting for the start of the second half for this game. I'm just replying to one of my comments that I just got my latest transfer update, saying if I could pick 2 Leeds players for this transfer window, who would they be? So I put Jack Harrison to return from his loan, and I'm trying to think anyone else from Leeds. Is anyone from Leeds really the quality that we're looking for? Look at that, hashtag MixedSid 1K21, that's what we're looking for. I do agree with what everyone's saying though, we do need to be finishing off Chelsea in this second half. Get that 4th goal, then move on from there. Don't let them into this game. 4th goal kills this game, kills it as a contest. It means 3 points to Manchester City, and we all move on from there. What I will say is any team in the Premier League is capable of scoring 3 goals in a half, as you've just seen from City. Get that 4th goal, and I would say that is that. Then we can start thinking about our next game, the Manchester Derby, Manchester United. Yes, we'll be back with another live stream for that as well, for everybody to look forward to. So I know everybody's excited. If you are watching this, you want to stay up to date with everything happening, the latest Manchester City news and transfer news, watch-alongs and all that good stuff, then make sure that you do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're actually not too far off 14,600 subscribers. Not too sure that we'll hit it today, but I'm confident in the next couple of days that we'll hit that, and we'll be less than 400 subscribers away. It always motivates me to change that number and say how many we're getting towards it. 15k, we're going to have a nice little party on my own when we do hit it. Mark my words, we will hit it as well. That would be fantastic. Players are all out ready now for the second half. Yeah, I agree, Mixing. None of the Leeds players really improved the City squad. So I'm just going to put Jack Harrison to return from his loan and sign no one, because I don't think any of the Leeds squad improves City's squad, in my opinion. There we go. Bam. That's how we reply. Yeah. Yeah. CJ, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mark Schofield, 100 million for JSGC 2021. What a moment that would be. Don't think we'll get to 100 million. That'd be fantastic. But there we go. Any Man U shirt burning? No Man U shirt burning. I did promise something like that if Manchester City signed Lionel Messi. I said I'd get a United shirt. We'll get Messi on the back. We'll do it for a video and then we'll burn it afterwards. We didn't get Messi. I don't want to buy a United shirt. I don't want to be doing that. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'll be putting that one out there ever again. Mark, one time will get me into YouTube Rewind. You never know. You never know. That would be brilliant. Would be absolutely brilliant. But we'll take it one step at a time, is what I would say. One step at a time. As Chelsea are ready to get us underway for the second half. As we have kick-off, 45 minutes here. Man City need to be just careful that we don't concede, do anything stupid, is what I would say. As long as we don't, I think we'll be perfectly fine. I think it's important first 15 minutes or so here not to concede. If we can get through the first 15 minutes, try and get that fourth goal, and then move on from there. At the moment, we put ourselves in a fantastic position because we're 15. We're three goals up, which is perfect. It's exactly what we'd be looking for. Yes. CJ, I definitely think that Man City have a chance of signing Messi. If Messi was to leave Barcelona, I think Messi would rather come to City than PSG. I think City have more of an appeal to Messi than what PSG do. I mean, PSG have Pochettino as their new manager. They've got Neymar at PSG, but other than that, there's no real appeal. They could afford to pay his wage, but nothing else, really. Whereas City's got... No, it's cut out and out for a goal kick. But yeah, Man City have got Pep, we've got Chicky, we've got Ferran Soriano here as well. People he's all worked with before. Sergio Aguero, one of his friends as well. So everything's just there. I feel like everything is there in place that if Messi does want to leave Barcelona, then we can sign him. If not, then we don't. We move on from there. See who else we bring in. I'm sure City will be keen to bring in other players throughout the this window and the summer transfer window. This is a big chance here. Phil Foden kind of just pulls out there, too much on it, and Chelsea keeper Mendy picks up the loose ball. Lava, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Your love and support, always appreciated by me. Lots of gratitude here on the JSGC channel. Lots of pressing here from Man City as well, as De Bruyne looks to try and get a shot away and it goes out of play for a goal kick there. Oh, Matthew, what a legend there. Get your sister to go to the shop. Not you. You don't want to miss the Manchester City game. Definitely not. That's fantastic. Wanting to watch JSGC in the live watch-along, watching Manchester City. You go to the shop, not me. Love that. Fantastic. Sometimes you just got to play the football that suits the system, and if Chelsea are playing a system that suits how City play, then Chelsea are playing a system that suits how City play, and we move on from there. I just want to say right now, actually, while we've got a bit of time, with not too much happening, we'll be on live slightly longer than normal tonight, as I won't be doing a match reaction review and analysis and our 5 things that we've learnt series that we've been rolling out. I'm probably not going to be running that series for the rest of this month whilst we're doing daily Manchester City transfer updates, and that's quite simply down to time. Over the last couple of weeks, I have had quite a bit of time on my hands for me to be able to distribute content. Back to work again from tomorrow, working full-time, tying everything in and doing YouTube on the side as well. Takes up a lot of time and energy, and I know it's going to take a lot of energy and time doing the transfer updates and watch-along, so yeah, like I said, I'll have to find something to sacrifice, so it'll be that series that will be sacrificed for the rest of this month. Once the daily transfer videos are done, we will go back to the series with things that we have learnt, because I've really enjoyed doing that series, and yeah, we'll bring that back in February. But as it is, we've got the daily transfer updates instead, which I know a lot of people are very excited about, so that's the way that we'll be heading in for the next month or so. We'll still be regular content uploading, and trust me, working full time and working into the evenings and then uploading and having everything in place is it's a difficult thing to do. It's something I do like doing. It's just, like I said, there's only so much I can do. But I'll give it my best shot. Thank you very much, Nadir. I appreciate it. Oh, Matthew, love that. Love that. There's a shot comes in from, was that Zinchenko, I think it was? Straight at the keeper. So, a comfortable save there. Which goal was the best? I probably enjoy, in terms of play, I will go for probably City's first goal. A well-taken goal. Nice build-up to the goal. Clinical Manchester City. I thought it was just a nice tidy goal to get things going. Thought it was disappointing goalkeeping for the second. Another giveaway here from Chelsea and a chance here for City. Played a cross and then too much on that from Phil Foden out of play for a goal kick. Chelsea being very sloppy at the back, and then it was a bit comical, that third one really. Raheem Sterling should have scored, then did well to get any shot away and got it onto the post, and then De Bruyne just followed it in. A bit of a scrappy goal, but a goal nonetheless that you'd take. So yeah, I'll probably go for City's first. Would I take an informed Bernardo or an informed Foden? I'd go for informed Bernardo Silva, because I know what an informed Bernardo Silva looks like, and I think he's a wonderful football player. Phil Foden's a fantastic football player, and I'm hoping that we'll see Phil Foden hitting in form and showing just how good he can be, so I can compare properly on who would be the better player in form. But there we go. So City do have another 38 minutes or so here to see out our clean sheet is what I would think City are looking for, and seal the 3 points. Interested to see what subs Pep decides to make and when. As a ball from Chelsea comes into the box, defended well by Joao Cancelo, brought forward by Manchester City through Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Yeah, 2018-19 Bernardo Silva was a wonderful football player. I saw him rip apart completely to shreds Arsenal. He was a brilliant player. City once again bringing the ball forward and goes down for a free kick there. Raheem Sterling through a challenge from N'Golo Kante, who picks up a yellow card. Interesting point you make there, Jedi, actually, on Kai Havertz. Too good for Leverkusen, but obviously you're suggesting not good enough for Chelsea. So that's where we're at, as N'Golo Kante's picked up his 5th yellow card and will miss their next Premier League game against Fulham. Cancelo's having a very good game. I mean, Kai Havertz just needs time. New signings need time. You need to give them 2 seasons. I say it all the time with City. 2 seasons before you can judge. So Werner, Ziyech and all that. 2 years they need before you can judge properly as the ball comes in from City. And what a save from Mendy. Brilliant opportunity there for City to have made it 4 through, I think it was, I thought it was Ruben Dias. It was Rodri. Perfectly onside, right at the back post, gets a really good head onto it, goes sliding onto his knees because he knows that was a brilliant opportunity. What a save from Mendy. Gets a brilliant strong hand onto it to tip it over. Brilliant save. City so close to finding that killer 4th goal where we can all just take it easy for the rest of the half. I'd love N'Golo Kante at City. I think he's a great player. As the corner comes in, it is flicked on by Phil Foden. Does go wide though, and out for a goal kick. As City are probing that 4th goal as well. Is YouTube my full-time job? No, it is not. So if you want any advice on how to make YouTube your full-time job, don't come to JSGC because I do not know. It is not. I dedicate a lot of time and effort to the channel, but it isn't a full-time job. I do work, which is why I'm not always readily available to do stuff that I would like to do. As Chelsea get a shot away through Mount, it's tame, not much power on that, and a good save from Zack Steffen coming in for Ederson, who is currently isolating. Reagan, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Subscribing to the JSGC channel. Chin chin to that. Made a good choice, I hope, there. Why am I saying I hope there? I know you've made a good choice there. Let's back ourselves. You've made a good choice there, so thank you very much for that. And I appreciate you liking the videos as well, which is, you know, it helps improve all the algorithm and that. People do ask me sometimes, how do you support my channel, and I always say the 2 easiest ways are the 2 best ways are the 2 easiest ways, sorry, which is subscribing. It's free. If you've got an account, you can subscribe to any channel that you want, and you can also leave a thumbs up on the video. It just takes literally, there's 2 things you can do. Helps my channel grow tremendously, and all you need to do is 2 straightforward things, which is always appreciated by me. I don't disclose what I do for work. I think keep a balance. That's what I look for. Keep a balance. I do work full time though, so it takes up a lot of time for me. As Chelsea bring the ball forward, it's left by Steffen and by Zinchenko, and it does go out of play for a goal kick there eventually to Manchester City. We may well be seeing Liam Delap at some point. I imagine this closer this gets. Like my prediction, first sub, 70th minute. Give this another 10 minutes or so, and I think City will have the subs out warming up, ready to go on, because I think you'd ideally be looking for your players to be doing 65, 70 minutes. We're playing again on Wednesday against United, so we'll look to give them a break as long as we don't concede. As Chelsea looking to try and probe an equaliser just on the outskirts of City's penalty area here. Can they get a ball into the box or work something in or do something here, Chelsea? Ball comes across. It's cleared by Manchester City and out of play for a throw-in to Chelsea. Thiago Silva getting pressed. That's going to be a free kick. Cleaned out there by Kevin De Bruyne. A free kick is given to the former PSG man for Chelsea there. Oh. That's nice. When we get the 100k plaque, that will be something. And if we just have a look on the wall just behind me, I mean the chair's kind of in the way, but yeah, what we'd do is I'd just move the chair slightly that way, We have I'm trying to think, where is it? There, the logo, and then just go below it, so about here, with where the plaque will go. And that's what we're waiting for. I think we're a little bit away from 100k, but we're keeping our eyes on it, though, nonetheless. Yeah, I can't stream the match. Excuse me. Yeah, copyright infringements. I have no rights to be streaming a Premier League football match, one of the most watched things in the world. I spent, 4+ years now building this channel to where we've got it at. I'm not going to be as stupid as to put the game on for people to watch for my channel within minutes to be removed forever. And all my hard work just going to waste. So definitely will not be happening. Yeah. There we go. I think that's addressed. It's up to 128 likes. So we passed our 120 like goal. So like I said, we'll go up in 20s. And we'll go up to 140 now. Let's see if we can hit 140. It's a good ball across. Zinchenko picks up the ball. De Bruyne now. Gundogan. Driving forward for City here. There's an opportunity here for City, actually, if they want it. De Bruyne. Rodri just working it back out wide. Zinchenko and Foden exchange a couple of passes between them before balls work central again to Rodri. John Stones fancies getting himself forward a little bit and having a touch. Not really mentioned John Stones too much. Hasn't put a foot wrong once more. That solid John Stones Ruben Dias partnership once more, keeping Chelsea nullified for another 60 minutes here. Forming a great understanding and partnership, them two. It is keeping Laporte out of the team. It must be very frustrating for Aymeric Laporte because Laporte's such a solid player. Unfortunately, Ruben Dias has just been that fantastic playing on that left-hand side that he's not really had a chance to get games. I'm sure John Stones won't be able to play lots of games between now and the end of the season, so there's always an opportunity to get more games, which is where Diaz had moved to that right-hand side, and there'd be an opportunity there for Ake and Laporte to get some minutes. It's all about injuries, and we'll see what happens as City look to try and thread the ball through. Chelsea intercepts. City looking to press high again. Zuma clears the ball for Chelsea. Zinchenko deals with it. Rodri now. De Bruyne. Ilkay Gundogan twisting and turning. Thought he was going to have a shot. He doesn't. Instead, it's Bernardo. Gets a shot. Pings around. Picks up the loose ball again in the penalty area. Plays it out into the edge of the penalty area here for Manchester City. Nothing too much on here for City at the moment. So City just forced to work the ball backwards. So a good bit of defending that from Chelsea. It's Rodri now with the ball. Out to the right-hand side. Played out once more to Rodri. Zinchenko. To Gundogan. Zinchenko once more. City just toying with Chelsea, getting them possession stats up. It's like I said at half-time, I'd be amazed if, with the scoreline how it is, City don't go back to their normal style of play, which is complete domination and control through possession. As De Bruyne gets a shot away, and it does go wide of the post. Not really troubling Mendy there, if I'm completely honest. Mendy was off his line, but it isn't troubling him. But yeah, I did say... Just getting a replay there, just didn't get the bend on it that we was looking for there, as Chelsea just looking to bring the ball forward. But yeah, as we were saying at half-time, I said there that City will be looking for more possession. They've got the 3-goal cushion, so they'll just look to now keep things as tight as possible, have that possession, get them stats up, get the subs on, freshen things up, and move on to the United game. That's what I would have thought would happen for this second half, which we're currently nearly 20 minutes into, and that is exactly what has happened here so far, as Chelsea are having a bit of patient build-up now of their own, looking to bring the ball forward. Not really too much movement from the Chelsea attackers. They kind of just wait for the ball to come to them, which I've seen City be victim of a couple of times. As the flag goes up against Ziyech there for offside. And Chelsea are the first to make subs. I'm still sticking with 70 minutes. City make the sub on 70 minutes is what I'm going for. 63 minutes in though, Chelsea make their first sub. It is Ziyech, former Ajax man, coming off. Looks very disappointed and frustrated, a bit lacklustre, just coming off. And he's coming off for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Comes on for Chelsea. I think Chelsea are preparing 2 substitutes actually. They are. As N'Golo Kante is also coming off for Chelsea in the middle. And we're seeing Billy Gilmour, the Scottish youngster at Chelsea, coming on for them. So we've got 26 minutes to go here until full time. As I said before, we will be going live for slightly longer than what we normally do. That is down to me not doing my 5 things that we've learnt series that we've been rolling on the JSGC channel due to work commitments and demand for other videos. As throughout all of January, we are doing our daily Manchester City transfer updates, so I will focus my attention towards that and doing these watch-alongs for this month. Then next month we'll be back with providing irregular transfer updates and regular live watch-alongs and also match reviews, which I know people do like. As Chelsea now coming forward once more. City just need to be careful here. There's a poor pass. Leads to City coming away with it. De Bruyne now feeds it through to Raheem Sterling. And a chance here if he gets it right. Does get it right. Oh, it's a good bit of goalkeeping. Well read from Mendy there just to intercept with the ball at the feet of Kevin De Bruyne and pick up the loose ball there. So good ball that in from Raheem Sterling. So well played that by Manchester City. City once more looking towards the counter-attack. As City have the ball and possession once more in that little middle area. I'm amazed at it. I said if Chelsea were going to go down the route of working the ball out wide and putting crosses into the box, then Giroud should have started. I think City have done really well in making the partnership of Ziyech, Pulisic and Werner pretty much nullified. There's a poor giveaway there from Zinchenko. Means Chelsea can come away with it, and Zinchenko can't intercept, but it does go straight out of play for a throw-in to Manchester City. So no harm done there. As Pep looks like he's got his big coat on for winter. Which is always needed in the UK. City here are just in cruise control. I said Chelsea first 10-15 minutes needed that goal to get back into it. It hasn't happened. We're now through more than 20 minutes into this second half. We're nearly halfway through the second half. Chelsea still not only not found a goal and not having shots, and not really testing Zack Steffen, and it is heading towards cruise control. So like I said, if I were Manchester City, from now I'd probably start thinking about that game against Manchester United and saving any players' legs that need saving. I mean, I'd start thinking about Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne, Joao Cancelo, Ilkay Gundogan. Important players for Manchester City that's played lots of minutes already. I mean, I see no reason why players like Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva haven't played maybe as much as what they were hoping for. I'd see no reason why they wouldn't be able to stay on the pitch and play for the full 90 minutes and then be able to start against Manchester United if we wanted them to start as well. It's unbelievable to think that City have 6 players missing through coronavirus with how we've performed. Everton are going to be even more bitter about how Manchester City, they claim, didn't want to field a squad and have that game postponed, yet City are playing like this with a point to prove. Yeah. Poke the beast is what Everton's done there. Poke the beast. Slack bit of play that from Phil Foden, not really tracking his runner, so it allows Chelsea into the box now. Driving forward, and an opportunity here. City at 6s and 7s defensively looks a bit desperate. Shot comes in, it's blocked. And danger averted there for Manchester City, which is always what we are looking for. The game finishes in about 25 minutes. So I imagine probably on stream for another 45 minutes or so. As City bring the ball forward here. Raheem Sterling now. Into the penalty area. Can he get a 4 for Manchester City driving forward? It's a good tackle from Kurt Zouma. And Chelsea can bring the ball clear. Chelsea now, down the right-hand side, cutting into the centre. No real gap, so they work it out to the left-hand side. Tee in for 7. Nice, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. It's Stella Artois cider, is what it is. De Bruyne's missed his chance for the pass there. As De Bruyne now holding the back of his heels, gone down injured. Definitely not what we're looking for. Yellow card coming out for... I'm not too sure who actually made that challenge. I'm more worried about Kevin De Bruyne being injured. It's Kovacic. Goes right through the back of Kevin De Bruyne. Takes a bit of a nasty one on his heel. Hopefully De Bruyne will be fine and dandy, and he'll be good to go. He's walking gingerly, but he is up, so not needing any treatment, which is always good. Like I said, big hitters have been coming off, ready for the United game, if I'm honest now. But 19 minutes left. Shouldn't really be a professional football player if you can't see out a 3-0 victory with 19 minutes left. Start getting some of these players off. My prediction of 70 minutes is out the window of Pep making subs. Pep is allergic, you heard it here first, to making subs. Called for 5 all season, has 3 at his disposal. Doesn't make the subs. Which I don't really understand, if I'm honest. I can't explain it. I'm surprised nobody's asked him, if I'm honest. I am surprised. As we're up to 129 likes, so we're only 11 likes away from our target of 140 likes. So if you're watching this and enjoying the content, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you are new around here. That would be much appreciated by me. It's gone a bit boring, this game. It's not really anything happening. City haven't got the intensity there to try and make it 4-0. City are relatively happy just to run around and keep things as it is. Chelsea trying to work their way back into the game. The longer this goes on like this, the more the hope of them getting back into the game just goes away. So we're in a bit of a anticlimactic end to into the game, and what's been a great result, or should be a great result here for Manchester City. As the ball comes over to the left-hand side, it's Ben Chilwell picking up the ball. Driven forward by Pulisic. Out to the right-hand side. I probably won't risk Aguero as it is right now, unless I wanted to give him another 15 minutes to try and get some fitness. As a ball dodgily came in from Chelsea, which was deflected through a header, I think, by Ruben Dias, which nearly caused some problems. Eventually dealt with by Manchester City, and so it's 74 minutes it's taken. So I was nearly right with 70 minutes. It's 74 minutes, and it is Fernandinho that's going to come on for Manchester City, and it is going to be Ilkay Gundogan coming off. It was nice to see Ruben Dias there showing captain material there. Going to shake Gundogan's hand before he's coming off there. Show his appreciation for a top quality performance by Ilkay Gundogan. So we'll give him a round of applause. His goal, the first goal, the best of the three for Manchester City. Pep showing his appreciation too as Fernandinho comes on. The man whose contract is up in the summer. Do I like any Scottish teams? I've not really watched any Scottish football for me to like any Scottish teams, if I'm completely honest. I mean, people have asked me before the good old Celtic or Rangers, and I've always said, whilst I'm not overly keen on either, I am more fond, I would say, of Rangers than I am of Celtic. But other than that, I don't really have any love or any connection to any Scottish team, so I don't really keep an eye on it or pay attention to it. So yeah, bit of a boring answer. I'm sorry, Mark. If I'm honest, I'm sure Dad will say East Sterling. And the side is very nice as well, so thank you for that. So which of the partnerships would I rather have, or do I think would be more lethal? Prime Yaya and Kevin De Bruyne, or Prime Tevez and Sergio Aguero? I'd probably go for the Yaya and Kevin De Bruyne prime in midfield. It'd be a midfield to really, really comprehend with. That'd be a really solid midfield. As Chelsea bring the ball down the left-hand side, can they get a ball across? Can they get a goal? Can they do something? No, go straight out of play for a goal kick. Werner wants a corner. Has he got one? Is it out for a goal kick? I think it's out for a goal kick. So Werner looking to take on John Stones there. No, nothing. It's not nothing. It's a goal kick. John Stones went straight into the covered seating area after seeing out Timo Werner as Mateo Kovacic comes off, and Chelsea's new signing from the summer, Kai Havertz, comes on, signing from Bayer Leverkusen. As Nadir, this has been a wonderful performance from City. It's been a brilliant performance. It's been arguably the best performance of the Premier League from us this season so far. And it's what I said on Twitter a couple of days ago. City want to be considered serious title threats. This is a game where we need to go to Stamford Bridge and win, and we're doing that, and we're winning comfortably. So to me, it's suggesting that Man City aren't actually too far away from where they want to be. And City just need to be clinical in taking their opportunities, and they just need to be more consistent with that. If they are, I think we've got every chance of there being a bit of some success from the season. I mean, look at Liverpool. They already can't match Man City's points tally of 100 points. I think they can might not even be able to equal their own points tally from last season. So that points tally at the top of the Premier League, we're talking 80 to 85 points, I reckon, is a serious challenge for for the Premier League title. So all you need is consistency going into these winter months, the next 2 months or so. Difficult 2 months. And Manchester United are level with Liverpool at this moment in time, so that's just showing everything to me about the Premier League, and it's there for the taking if any team wants that consistency. And I'm hoping this is going to be the start of consistency from City. Corner comes in from Chelsea, dealt with by City at the near post. So much good defending from Manchester City. It's really good to see here as we've got, 11 and a half minutes or so to go until the full 90 minutes are done. I'm nearly finished my cider now. So it must be approaching the end of the game. It's been a great performance this from Manchester City, though. An absolutely brilliant performance. So we're 9 likes away from 140 likes now. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And as I said before, make sure that you do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We'll be doing another live stream for the match at Old Trafford on Wednesday evening. Manchester derby, Manchester United against Manchester City. Carabao Cup semi-final. I'll see everyone for that. So make sure you subscribe. City tearing Cockneys apart again. Things you love to see. It's all down to consistency. There's been games like against West Ham, against West Brom at home, Leicester at home, where there's been a lack of consistency and City just not putting their chances away and just overall being, slow and poor and just simply not good enough. More consistency from this season, and I reckon we'd have been right up there. Not only challenging, but in first. I'm frustrated because I know how City can play, and this to me is this is an example of how good City can be. There aren't many teams that can go to Stamford Bridge with 6 first-team players missing to be able to turn up, not even field a full substitute bench, and go 3-0 up in the first half and hold on to keeping, at this moment in time, a clean sheet in the 81st minute. There aren't many teams that are capable of being able to do that, and Manchester City are. Zack Steffen managed to have a couple of saves in the goal for Manchester City. He'll be hoping to keep hold of his clean sheet that he's got. I'm sure that'll do him the world of good after his early mistake after 4 minutes picking up a back pass. Like I said, he could argue a case that it wasn't a back pass, but it's just a bit of a learning curve. Chelsea didn't punish it. City, about 10 minutes or so later, after weathering the storm from Chelsea, but more 15 minutes rather than 10, managed to weather the storm. Chelsea looked lively for the first 10-15 minutes, and City on top from there, got that goal and not really looked back since. Kind of did Chelsea's game plan going 1-0 behind. Thank you, Nadir. I appreciate it. So we've got 8 minutes to go here. City attacking on the right-hand side. Overall, Nick Hill, it's been a fantastic performance from City. It's been a very good game. It's been an entertaining game. It's been good on the eye. It's been good to watch. It's shown Manchester City, not only are they capable of being good with possession and dictating a game, but also City are capable of being strong defensively, capable of coming forward quickly on the counter-attack and hurting teams if you're going to allow us the opportunity to do so. Counter-attack football. I do agree with Pep. Pep experiments and does things and changes things for no reason. Sometimes, like in this game, it works really well. And the games against Real Madrid as well also showed that it can work really well when Pep does change things up. And then there's other games, like the Lyon game, where we went out in the Champions League quarter-final, where he changes it, hoping it'll pay off, and it doesn't. And it ends up stinging us in the foot, and it ends up really frustrated. It's just one of them. It's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. So we'll see. As City and Raheem Sterling goes down, Means Man City have got a free kick in a dangerous position here. Good for a left footer. A good position for a left footer, this. We're talking about 20 yards out from goal. De Bruyne standing over at Bernardo Silva. It's De Bruyne that goes with it and tries to knuckleball it and dip it into the goal. And it ends up going wide of the post through a deflection, I think, and out for a corner kick. To Manchester City. So we've got less than 7 minutes to go now. Zinchenko, Phil Foden. Gary completely agrees. He's complete cruise control from City. City very happy just to see out the game. Happy with their first half work and move on from there, really. Prediction for the game against Mönchengladbach. I reckon it'll be a very tight and narrow game away from home. I think we can still sneak that and win in Germany. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win to start for Manchester City. And I think it'll be a very tight game at the Etihad Stadium, but I think City are capable of seeing that out. And I'm going to go for 1-0 to Manchester City and City to go through 3-1 on aggregate into the quarterfinals is what I'd be looking for. As Chelsea, through a block from John Stones, get themselves a corner here. 6 minutes to go. Last thing City want right now is to concede. We've worked really hard to keep hold of our clean sheet. All too late for Chelsea to be getting themselves back into the game. I think it's one of them that if Chelsea do get a goal now, it'll open the game up and City are capable of scoring 4 or 5 goals. But if I'm honest, I want City to keep hold of their clean sheet. They're very proud of their clean sheet, so I'd like for us to keep hold of it. As that corner does come in, it doesn't beat the first man, and it's headed clear by Manchester City. As Sky Sports award their man of the match to Ilkay Gundogan. Like I said, I've got a choice of Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden. I think are all the 3 nominations for my JSGC man of the match, and I'm not looking forward to picking out one of them, but I'm just waiting till the end of the match to see if maybe there's a goal or an assist for one of them players. As Riyad Mahrez is preparing to come on for Manchester City on the touchline, I can see. With 5 minutes to go or so he's going to get given a quick 5 minutes here. I mean, now would have been an ideal time to go and put on a couple of the young players, really, rather than run the risk of Mahrez or Aguero picking up an injury. I mean, I presume Aguero and Mahrez are going to be starting on Wednesday, so I'd have thought it'd have been a good opportunity for maybe a couple of the young players to have come on, but there we go. I'm a bit disappointed, but it is what it is. So is De Bruyne coming off first, and that's going to be in place of Sergio Aguero. So I'm going to presume that Sergio Aguero is going to go into, obviously, into the striking position, and then it's going to be Raheem Sterling possibly sitting on the left-hand side, because Phil Foden's come off for Riyad Mahrez, and Mahrez going possibly through the centre, or maybe Bernardo through the centre and Mahrez on the right-hand side. I'm not too sure. Nick Hill with the 40. I'm not sure what currency that is, if I'm honest. Can you just let me know what currency that is? But anyway, yeah, 40 of the currency. Your donation is much appreciated by me, so thank you very much for your kind generosity there. It is much appreciated. Big shout out to Nick Hill. Absolute rupees, is it? I'm not sure, but anyway, big shout out to Nick Hill for the donation and helping to support the future content created on the JSGC channel. Much love. Absolute legend, Nick Hill. Thank you very much for that. City put the ball forward. It's kept in play by Joao Cancelo. As that's a good interception here from Chelsea now, driving forward, trying to cause City problems. Less than 3 minutes to go here. It's Werner. And it is blocked by Manchester City through Ruben Dias and out for a corner. But yeah, thank you for the donation, Nick Hill. Much appreciated. And another donation from Nick Hill. Thank you very much for that. Everton lost, City won. Things you love to see. Fantastic. It is definitely things you love to see there. Everton, bad loss this weekend. A home match against West Ham. All their bickering and moaning. Everton losing at home to West Ham. City winning away against Chelsea. Everton were moaning we had the game called off as though we was running scared and we had enough players to field the game. Well, we did. We had these players available, and this is probably what would have happened to Everton. So I think they should be very thankful that we put health and safety first and didn't play that game, if I'm honest. There we go. Like I said, I've lost a fair bit of respect for Everton because of that little saga that's gone on, and I did have quite a bit of respect for Everton. So there we go. But anyway, yeah, Nick Hill, thank you very much. Much appreciated for your donation and your comment there. You're a legend, and you are helping to support the future content created that is on the JSGC channel. Philip, I fully understand. I mean, there's a good opportunity here for the young players to come on and get 5 or 10 minutes. A perfectly good opportunity. I mean, I'm hearing Taylor Harwood-Bellis, and I'll mention it more in my transfer update tomorrow, may well be heading out on loan. If that's the case, then I can understand him not coming on, not wanting to have him injured and then missing out on a potential first team slot to another club on loan. But Liam Delap's on the bench, good to go. A couple of other young players on the bench as well. Good to go. So yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I've never seen Mbete, is how you say his name? I've never seen him play, so I'd like to have seen him come on and see what he can do. I think that might have been interesting, but there we go. And of course, it's another game that goes by where we don't see Scott Carson. I'm sure people will be disappointed about that. I think Lampard's just out of his depth at Chelsea. I think it's such a difficult thing to manage and keep control of when you're managing such a top club with such inexperience. He didn't do a bad job at Derby. I didn't think he set the world alight with the players that he had available either. But it is what it is, as we're into 2 minutes of added on time here. Steven Gerrard's another player that, because of who he is being given the opportunity to become a manager, which, again, I'm not so sure. If given a top job in the Premier League, he would suffice. I mean, there's people that have said they want Steven Gerrard to be the replacement for Jurgen Klopp, which again I think it'd just be the same situation as what's happening here, where they're just out the depth. They need more experience. You need to go and do 10, 15 years somewhere before you work it out. As a good ball comes across and it's 3-1. Chelsea find their goal. It's Hudson-Odoi. I'm not going to change it just yet, because I think possibly maybe I just got to have a look at another replay there. Yeah, for a possible offside. Certainly the ball across isn't offside, just the ball that came over looked like he might have strayed offside. Whether VAR is going to have a look, considering there's 20 seconds left of the game or not, remains to be seen. So City's clean sheet does go, which is a disappointing way to end the game, if I'm honest. Just wait to see if the goal is given. And the goal has been given, so there we go. VAR haven't checked the goal, and so it is 3-1. Like I said, it would have been interesting if it was an important goal, whether that was offside or not. That would have been a very close one, as far as I am concerned. So Chelsea do make it 3-1. City caught, we've lost the second half, we've been caught napping. It's what you get for cruise control and cruising throughout, that we end up spoiling our clean sheet record with the John Stones and Ruben Dias partnership and Zack Steffen's clean sheet. So I think they'll be disappointed, but I think that's motivation for the coming games, I'm hoping. So there we go. Like I said, it all comes down to being sloppy at the back. Too many gaps exposed there. A nice simple ball through for Chelsea, and City just caught napping, really, cruising happy with their 3-0 and, not really got the challenge there of it being a competitive game. But as it is, a lot of people disappointed with the John Stones conceding, but let's take nothing away from how much of a fantastic win this has been for Manchester City. It's finished here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 3. 3 points for Manchester City. Man City now up to 5th. We've still got games in hand against Everton away to come, and of course in a couple of weeks against Aston Villa at home. We've got some, in my opinion anyway, in the Premier League coming up, some winnable games. So it'll be interesting to see where City go from here. City, very clinical in that first half, need to be making sure that they're doing much of the same in our games going forward. I said if we can win in this game and a win against Manchester United in midweek, then I would be ecstatic. I think there'd be 2 excellent wins with considering the players that we've got missing with coronavirus. The players have really turned up, really performed well here. And now we've got a big game coming up against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. The statement has been sent out there from Manchester City. The gauntlet's been put out there. I think City will maybe make 3 or 4 changes for that game against United, but it'll still be a very strong team from Manchester City and lots for Manchester United to compete with. So I think we're in for a very good game at Old Trafford for the Manchester derby on Wednesday, which of course we will be doing a live watch-along, and that is the next time we will be live, so I will see everybody again on Wednesday evening for that big Manchester derby for the semi-final for a place at Wembley on the line. But in terms of this game, Premier League, City, we return. We're on to 29 points. We've got a game in hand on Liverpool and Manchester United. If we win that, we're only 1 point off from the top. We've got 2 games in hand on Leicester. We're sitting 3 points behind them with a better goal difference. Things are looking good for Manchester City. We just now need to make sure we've got some consistency. Like I said, we've got a nice little bit of a schedule coming up for City at this moment in time, which I'd be looking for Man City to try and win our next couple of Premier League games and go from there. Our next game coming up, though, is against Manchester United. Like I said, on Wednesday. It is a 7:45 p.m. GMT kickoff time. We're playing against next weekend in the FA Cup on Sunday, 1:30 p.m. GMT kickoff time. So our next Premier League match will be on Wednesday, the 13th of January. A kickoff time of 6 o'clock. Manchester City taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. I do finish work at 6 o'clock, so I might not be live streaming that one. If I'm not, then I'm not. If I am, then I am. Well, I'll have everything set up if I do get an early finish. If I don't, then I end up not being back for kickoff. Then I end up not being back for kickoff. I'm sure you'll survive not having a live watch along for one game that I can't make. There we go. It is what it is. So our next 3 Premier League games, in fact, our next 6 Premier League games, all winnable. Home against Brighton, home against Crystal Palace, home against Aston Villa, 3 home games coming up, away match against West Brom, Sam Allardyce not doing too brilliant at home at the Hawthorns for West Brom as well. Home match against Sheffield United. Away match against Burnley. 6 winnable games. Win all 6 of them. 18 points. I think we're right up there. That is what's needed for us to win the Premier League. That is what is needed. Next 6 games. Win them next 6 games in the Premier League. I think we are where we need to be. We could have a game in hand sandwiched in there against Everton as well. 1 game in hand is included in that with Aston Villa. So we'll see what happens from there. So, let's have a look at stats for this game. It was Manchester City that went ahead through Ilkay Gundogan on 18 minutes. Then it was Phil Foden 3 minutes later to make it 2-0 to Manchester City to double our lead. And Kevin De Bruyne completed a wonderful first half for Manchester City to make it 3-0. And Callum Hudson-Odoi, the substitute, in the near enough the last kick of the game, making it 3-1, getting a consolation goal for Chelsea to ruin our clean sheet record. But nonetheless, a scintillating, fantastic performance from Manchester City. With the 3 points, we move on now to the Manchester derby. Just having a read about the conceding, see if there's any stats. Nothing too much seems to be on there, so there we go. Right, so let's have a look at the actual stats for this game. So, in terms of possession, Chelsea ended up having more possession. I said I'd be surprised, and I am surprised. Chelsea's ended up having 54% possession compared with 46% for Manchester City. Interestingly, though, Chelsea had 9 shots compared with City's 18 shots. 2 on target for Chelsea, 1 goal, so they'll be happy with that. 6 shots for City, though, 3 goals. We'll be happy with that as well. We do need to be improving on our second half performance. Was too cruise-like, in my opinion. Pass completion rate for City at 88%, so better for the second half. 90% for Chelsea, just not having that clinical touch in front of goal and poor bits of defending, shooting themselves in the foot, and Manchester City capitalising upon the mistakes. Chelsea had more corners with 5-3. City created more clear-cut chances, 5 to Chelsea's 1. City had no offsides in the game, which is surprising. Chelsea had 2. Tackle completion rate for Chelsea at a very decent 63.6%. City at 58.8%. Aerial duels won at 33% for Chelsea and 66.6% for Manchester City. 3 saves for Mendy to make in goal for Chelsea. 1 for Zack Steffen to make for Manchester City. Doesn't get his clean sheet. I'm gutted for him. Let's see if he can get his clean sheet against Manchester United in the Manchester derby. That'll be Zack Steffen's first Manchester derby, so the game's coming thick and fast. But Man City missing 6 players through coronavirus. What a win this has been by Manchester City. This has been a fantastic performance from City. A wonderful 3 points. I now have to give my JSGC man of the match, which is going to go, in my opinion, to Kevin De Bruyne. Wonderful performance from De Bruyne, getting assists, getting goals for Manchester City, making things tick and making things happen in the midfield for City. Always what we're looking for. It's been a great performance from De Bruyne. He gets my JSGC man of the match. Right, so we've got our 140 likes. We're going to go through our promotion, a bit of interaction, then we'll probably end the live stream there. It is Sunday evening. I'm well aware that people will have school and work and things like that in the morning, so I don't want to drag things on too long. But I am aiming for 150 likes. We're on 140 likes. Let's see if we can get them 10 likes before the end of the live stream. That would be absolutely brilliant. So if you are watching this, then please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Make sure if you're new around here that you do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload daily Manchester City transfer updates. Another live stream coming up on Wednesday for the Manchester derby. Lots of things for everybody to look forward to. Don't forget also social media links. They're in the description below and also on the banner below me too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also on the banner and in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave your thoughts in the chat. We can do a bit of interaction now. If you're watching this after the game, leave your thoughts in the comments below. What have you made of this great victory for Manchester City? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's do our interaction. So hello Clarks, man, thank you for tuning in. We've got Harrison tuning in as well. Junaid Khan as well. Do I do a fan reaction? I've said before, I'm not going to be doing a fan reaction for today's game, my match analysis, match review with our 5 things that we've learnt, because quite simply, I've got daily transfer videos to be doing for everybody. I've got Watchalong, and I'm also returning back to work tomorrow full time as well. So I don't have the time, quite unfortunately. Like I said, once the daily transfer videos are done, then we'll be going back to regular content like our match reviews and analysis that I know lots of people do look forward to. So I can't do them right now, and I do apologise for that. But yes, they will be back in February. We're only 6 likes now away from 150 likes, so if you're watching this and you haven't left a thumbs up already, then please do. That would be much appreciated by me. Hazard, Michael Garlack, I've not heard of him. Gutted about the clean sheet, yeah. I'm gutted about the clean sheet as well, if I'm honest. But yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, it's something for City to improve on going forward, and it's always good to have improvements there. City put out a banging tweet there. Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally Ruben Dias. We'll retweet that. That's a great tweet, and we'll like that. As yeah, City conceding. It's annoying more than anything. Annoying more than anything. There we go. There we go. People were looking forward to using the 3-0 meme with Chelsea being sponsored by 3 as well. That's brilliant. Dias has settled in very well. It's not often you get many players coming in from foreign leagues that hit the ground running, but he has certainly hit the ground running for Manchester City. And as far as I'm concerned, long may that continue. Rightio. I don't really think there's too much else to mention, really. It's nice to get back to winning ways for Manchester City. It's nice to have football back for Manchester City after all that's happened with the Everton postponement and all that. It's nice to get back to talking being done on the field. It's nice for City to pick up 3 points. It's nice for City to put in a great performance, to be clinical and picking up, in my opinion, City's best result of the season so far. So all in all, I don't really think we could ask for any more than what we've got in this game, and it is the perfect way to go into that Manchester derby on Wednesday. Carabao Cup semi-final, a match at Wembley for another cup final, a cup that Manchester City love to win. We knocked United out at the semi-final stage last season. United will be looking for revenge. That'll be a good game, and like I said, we will be doing a live watch along of that game, so do stay tuned for the link that will be coming out on that. That'll more than likely be out on Tuesday evening for you to go and set your reminder. We will be back with daily Manchester City transfer updates. They are out 10 a.m. GMT every single day from now until the end of the January transfer window on January 31st. So I'll see you all again for that. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching. Scintillating performance from Manchester City. 3 points. We move on. Manchester derby next. Let's knock United out of the Carabao Cup. I'll see you all again for that. So I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.